Times a charm. This is OKOP, the home of the craziest stories on earth. And we're reading the craziest lawsuits on Reddit today. I'm Sam. And John, I'm going to give you this title. I won a lawsuit against a guy who tried to force me out of business because I broke his local monopoly. Do you think OP should be as sue happy as he is?
Yes. Sue the government while you're at it. Sue everybody.
Sue everybody. Straight down to the source.
That's right.
We need to get the monopoly, I don't know, dismantled.
Down.
Yeah. So this comes from Roman Weeb 49. I am 26 years old, and I decided to open up my own business this year. Moving forward in this post, I should point out that I am from a small town, which means 1,000 people in the rural Midwest. Because of this, everyone has some sort of connection with someone. We went to one liquor store in the closest city, 30-ish minutes away, a small city of around 8,000 people. When we were grabbing some alcohol for a party, I was looking at the prices and saw how insane the prices were. For a 6-pack of local beer, we were charged $15. I was thinking about this and figured that I could probably make a bank opening a liquor store, because like $15 is probably what you would get for like, I don't know, a 12-pack.
Yeah, I do remember my favorite beer is like $10, maybe $11, $12 for a 6-pack.
$10, $11, $12.
Here.
Okay.
Like in the west side of Los Angeles.
And then like LA prices are super expensive. So if
Yeah.
you're paying $15 for a 6-pack, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So back in February, I was furious about my shitty job and thinking out loud how cool it would be to own my own business to a friend. My friend's mom happened to be the president of the local bank. He told me, hey, with the pandemic, the bank has been struggling to find customers to give out loans right now. The bank is giving loans for cheap. Ooh. And also, thanks to everyone coming to the stream. Rub the sleep. Hello, Woo. Natty T. Hola, hola. I'm glad y'all are here. We're trying to do the stream for 3 times.
That's right.
Finally, it's working. So, So, hey, with the pandemic, the bank has been struggling to find customers to give out loans. Right now, the bank is giving loans cheap. A couple of weeks later, I went in and met with my friend's mom and pitched my idea with the research I had done on alcohol prices, potential demand, and estimated income. And guess what?
What?
OP got the loan.
Woo!
At a fantastic interest rate, no less. I bought a building. Damn. Like, is OP loaded like that?
I hate that. That's stupid. He just filled out a spreadsheet and got enough money to buy a building.
OP loaded like that? That's crazy.
That's annoying.
Oh, right, because you got a loan, which happened to be the former bank, and hired my dad to help me renovate the building.
I bought the bank with the loan from the bank. What?
That is, I guess, dismantling the true monopoly.
This is insanity.
Which is America's financial system.
Bro, OP is the monopoly. What's going on here?
Insane. So my dad is a general contractor, and I hired my dad to renovate the building. And he gave me an excellent quote on materials and labor. After working everything out with the distributors, getting the proper licenses, and getting my paperwork I needed for the government, I was ready to open my liquor store in May.
I mean, it seems like OP's nepotism with his father. Like,
yeah.
He feels like.
It seems to all be working. It seems to all be working
so far.
So far, but we'll see if it actually continues to be working. So I had started taking out ads in the local newspaper advertising my store and my prices. When I was in talks with my distributors, I learned, even with inflation and everything else, the liquor stores in the city had like an 80% markup. I talked to local business owners, and he suggested that I have around a 35 to 40% markup. That means they're making like 80% profit.
Dude, and that's
not
a big
necessarily
discount.
Profit, but yeah, that's a huge discount.
Yeah.
Whew. Because of this, I was significantly cheaper than the closest liquor store and had a much wider selection than the gas stations and small local stores nearby. Also, shout out to Sarah. We hopefully did fix it. Let us know if there's lag.
Yeah.
It is looking a little sketch on our side with the network, but fingers
see us
crossed,
moving now. Yeah.
It keeps going. Oh man. So because of this, I was significantly cheaper. My hometown is near a national forest. As such, we have a ton of people who come up for weekends for recreational activities year round. My first week the week before Memorial Weekend after opening, I had made a $4,000 profit in the first week
Wow.
of opening.
Dang, a brick and mortar.
First
Profit.
week.
Dude, we're in the wrong business.
That is absolutely insane.
Wow.
First week. It was great being my own boss. If someone was rude to me or my girlfriend or I'm sorry, you can do your own business elsewhere. So OP would just be like, sorry, you can do your business elsewhere if they're rude. If someone tells my girlfriend, go back to China, you bitch.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Jesus
Sheesh.
Christ.
They can pay me 15% more at the register.
Nice.
All right.
There you go. Racism tax.
Yeah,
let's
racism
go.
tax. That's what we need. Did the gang and I run out of alcohol? Time to grab my keys, not car keys, the store keys. My apartment is like 2 blocks away, and go to the store.
Bro, this is perfect.
OP's got it down. OP's got it down.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's not to say that it wasn't difficult running my own business, especially that my only employee was my girlfriend, and we were both working 6 or 7, 10 to 12 hour days a week. I was both the manager, accountant, and cashier, but fuck, it's so much nicer knowing I can tell someone to pound sand for being a prick. Okay, really quick. What do we think about OP hiring his girlfriend as the only employee? Is that a red flag at all? Will that put stress on the relationship? What are your thoughts?
Dude, because he's crushed, like, he's got the Midas touch, everything he's turning into gold. That might just help the relationship, bro.
Yeah. I mean, would you guys work with your partner, or have you worked with your partner?
Yeah.
How did it go?
There's this thing called family business. Have you
Family
ever heard of
business. I've heard of family businesses, but like that's a wife. This is a girlfriend.
one? Well, one day that is family. I mean, if it's their
I guess
wife.
it depends how long they've been dating.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, is this like a couple months in, and now it's working out?
Dude, it's just like I'm just still mind blown by his whole setup and how everything is working.
Yeah.
It's just
$5,000 in the first month is crazy.
And
First
just
week.
lives 2 blocks, bought the bank, can get free alcohol when it would, quote unquote, he can grab him as
All
inventory.
right, but this is not going to be all sunshine and rainbows.
Oh.
And Ivy Elizabeth, I will tell you how my date was. I'll give an okay story time at the end of the story. So, a couple of weeks after Memorial Day, some old guy walked into my store a couple of minutes after I opened. He seemed friendly enough, but eventually he offered to buy my store.
Oh.
I'm not going to say the amount, but it would have even covered my principal on the loan.
Ooh.
So it would like OP would have been paid, like the loan would be paid back entirely.
Wow. And he would make money, it sounds like.
Or wait, sorry, no,
Wouldn't.
It wouldn't have even covered my principal on the
All
loan.
right, so get out
So,
my face, old man.
well, who cares? I rejected the proposal outright and refused to negotiate the sum higher. He walked out of my store saying, "Well, you'll be sorry you rejected that offer," which kind of sounds like a threat.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
You'll be sorry you rejected that offer.
Yeah, because like,
Hey, it's just, things can happen. Maybe your store blows up. Who knows?
oh, dang.
You don't pay some protection.
That's not good.
The next month, a guy walked into my store and asked if I was the owner. After saying yes, I was informed that my business was being sued by this random guy I never heard of for libel.
Oh.
After he left, I was freaking out and I decided that I was going to close early. When I got home, I Googled the guy and soon saw a picture of the guy that tried to buy my store. It turns out that this is the guy who owns both the liquor stores in the nearby city. It also just so happens that he is on the city council.
Goes deep.
Yeah, it goes deep. It goes all the way to the bottom. It also just so he's on the city council. With a little bit of further digging, I learned that this city has an ordinance that reads, any business institution that does not fulfill the definition of a restaurant, tavern, or liquor dispensary will be excluded from obtaining a license for the sale of alcohol. Later, I discovered that same guy happens to be the head of the board which approves liquor licenses. I love small town corruption. So basically, this guy controls whether or not you get a liquor license. And I think OP has like kind of been acting without a liquor license so far.
That's crazy. That's insane. If he's in the U.S.
Yeah. So, well, no, he did act. No. So it actually, after working everything out with the distributors, getting the proper licenses and the government paperwork. So I guess he did get the proper licenses, but this guy still controls.
He can probably shut
it down.
Down.
Potentially. Also, on the question we asked of whether you should be working with like a boyfriend or girlfriend,
Yeah.
Michelle Timmons says, working with a boyfriend is weird and a power trip. What do you think? Rub the Sleep says abuse of power for, I think the guy that is controlling the liquor licenses,
Right.
not the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And Sarah Brown, thanks for the hi from New Zealand.
What up?
What up? So we're gonna go deeper into this rabbit hole.
Let's
because,
dive.
It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. So we talked about this guy who jumps in. Either way, I had a major issue. My maternal uncle happens to be a lawyer in a neighboring state. I decided to call him and try to get some legal advice. I talked to him and read the documents that I had been handed/served over the phone and the research I had done. After receiving all of the information I had read off, I was expecting to get some sort of advice, but instead heard, hang on, I got to make a call. And he hung up. I'm freaking out. I was actually about to post my first post on r/legal advice. I'll be honest, I just wanted someone to tell me it was going to be okay, and I didn't need to crawl to this guy on my hands and knees. As I was writing the title, my uncle called back.
Okay.
So it sounds like OP may need to be like a little worried, potentially. So he says, the uncle, hey, OP, I just got off the phone with my partner. He agreed that we can take your case pro bono. If you would like to accept, we can discuss at my office tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This is how I learned that my uncle is on the bar in 3 states. So we meet and we discuss the case. It turns out that the guy filed the libel lawsuit against my business based on the ads I took out in local newspapers. He claimed that my ads were targeted to damage his and his business's reputation.
I was wondering where he got that from.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is insane. You know what? We also need to say where we got something from. We got a donation from Cassidy Tim for $1.99.
Let's go.
Thank you for thumbs up. Also, we're gonna be streaming for the next hour. If we get to 100, we'll add another hour.
That's right.
And Riley is gonna see if we can get that freaking bar to work. We've been trying our darndest.
We're trying out here, guys.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. But there were a few things and a few other things that I had no idea what was being referenced, but my uncle assured me that we would win this case no problem. So he was like, hey, it's a libel issue, but it's going to be fine.
Right.
We're
Okay.
going to be chilling.
All right. Good
right?
lawyer.
He claimed that my so this is like with the person that we're meeting up with. So it turns out the guy filed libel. He claimed that my ads were targeted. We said that. There were a few other things that I had no idea what was being referenced, but my uncle assured that we would win this case no problem. 3 weeks later, the case is dismissed. But after my uncle says people like that are pieces of work and will likely try to file another suit against you. If that happens, call me and I promise I will help. So it got basically like thrown out, but
And they're coming right back.
they're coming right back. That's the crappy thing about people like this.
You can just keep going and going.
Yeah.
God, there's got to be a limit or something.
No, that's the hard thing about the American justice system. There is no limit. It just you could
keep
just
shoving cases in the
shoving
frickin-
cases in people's faces.
Oh my God.
So the next day, I get served again, but this time I am the defendant, not my store, me. So the guy is suing straight to OP, not the business.
What is going on here?
Not my store, me. I swear to God, I look at the documentation, and the only thing that changed was instead of my business's name, mine is listed as the defendant.
Ooh.
Same thing happens 4 weeks later. The case is dismissed, which is rough because it's like he has to. I mean, luckily he doesn't have to pay these lawyer fees, but
Yeah, it's taking time away.
it's taking time away. He has to deal instead of just like dealing with his business. He has to deal with all this bullshit.
And isn't this other guy like losing money too, just like paying for these lawyers for cases that are obviously going to get thrown out? Like
I don't know. Maybe he has like
someone on retainer, or
someone on
something.
retainer. If he has like a bunch of businesses, or maybe he's like using some like legal generator online or like
Lawyer GPT.
Lawyer GPT.
Oh my God.
And then April Hendricks says, but not knowing he has free representation. Well, I guess OP has free representation through the uncle, which is pretty good.
That's
Irish Gig says, great to catch a live show. Love my red flag hat. I'm glad you supported the merch.
Woo,
We
thank
appreciate you. And then April Hendricks also says they're trying to drown them in legal debt, so he gives up on the business.
But he ain't getting that. So we also have a donation from Hinsdale Girl for $2. Thank you.
Shout out OKOP fan for life.
Let's
We
go.
appreciate you. Riley, can we see if we can change the thing on the...
Yeah, it's gonna take a second.
Okay, that's okay. I'm going to keep reading. Put it on the Notion side, and I'll keep reading while you try to do this thing. So... over the next 3 months, I was sued just as many times, like continuously. Before the 5th case's hearing, we had a settlement meeting. My uncle, the judge, the guy suing me, his lawyer, a bailiff, and I were sitting in this room. The judge says, "You two have been in court 4 times already." I don't know why I'm making that.
I love it.
Is there any way we could come to an agreement that will stop this cycle of faulty litigation? The guy's lawyer says they have an offer and hand it to my uncle, who then hands it to me. What do we think the offer is?
Another bum ass offer to buy the business. That's what I'm saying.
I think it might be. Also, Cassidy Tem, thank you for the $9.99 donation. We appreciate you. And we're going to keep getting to the story. So it essentially read that he'll stop all litigation if I sell my business for about 30% of the remaining loan principal.
What?
How does that
Dumb.
even make sense?
Dumb. It
How
makes
does that
no
even
sense.
possibly make sense?
Makes 0 sense.
Who would do that? He would be losing money, right?
Yeah, like he still has 60% or 70% of the loan to repay.
That is
It's like
so
this
dumb.
sounds like a lower offer than the first one.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is because
Yeah.
it was the other one would barely cover the loan, and I
Right.
think this one, I actually don't think it would cover it all. Yeah, so it's completely bullshit.
Jeez.
I said, and I outright rejected the offer and made a counter offer. I said, if you drop this case, I won't sue your ass for harassment.
There we go.
He busts out laughing. Sue me? With what money? The legal fees alone ought to have drained you. You should be happy I chose to extend this offer and not sue your ass into bankruptcy and buy that shithole from the bank when they foreclose on your dumbass.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Bro is unnecessarily hostile.
I mean, he's playing some like dirty business practices.
Oh,
right here.
very much so.
The judge, the bailiff, and the guy's own lawyer were all looking at him aghast for saying the silent part out loud about the real reason I was getting sued. My uncle straight out told him, "Oh, I am sorry. Apparently you were never told. I have taken all of my nephew's cases pro bono. The only money he has spent on litigation is gas."
Let's go.
That's a gas freaking sentence right there.
And also, the dude kind of revealed his true like evil intentions in the courtroom.
Is that
out
not
loud.
like to the judge?
To the in front of the judge.
Is that not legally binding in some way?
Yo.
Like can't the judge be like, I just heard your evil scheme.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
throwing this case out
It's like,
again.
I didn't hit this person by accident. I drove and hit him on purpose, and it was awesome.
So, after, and then so the only money is spent on litigation vests. And bluntly, sir, I think your outburst has just ensured a suit against you. After that, we just left, and I was then informed a few days later the litigation was dropped. Right now, my uncle and I are talking about the future suit against the guy. I want to sue the guy for a very high amount to try and get press attention on this guy and his sketchy actions. So it's like I'm suing him for $100 million just for the press.
Yeah.
Right now, my uncle and I are talking about the future suit. So, although my uncle warned me that we'll need to be careful because if we set the damages too high, it'll look like we're just being vindictive. This suit won't be pro bono. But after getting sued 5 times for free, essentially, I am not going to complain. So basically, the uncle's saying, like, you're going to have to pay for this one.
Right.
Looking back on this, I am so thankful that my friends and family supported the entire way, especially my uncle. Without my uncle, I would have absolutely lost my business. And there are some relevant comments and some juicy updates in those comments and a juicy update itself. But John, what do you think? So do you think this guy is just going to drop it?
No. I think at this point, he's like, it's gone beyond business and he's just being petty and using it as a way to fuel his ego. So I think he's going to just keep hammering OP with all of these lawsuits until, I don't know, until what happens, to what end, I'm not sure.
I don't think it will be to any end. I think it'll just be like continuously. Because, I mean, he's just trying to drown
Bleed him
OP
dry.
in legal fees. I mean, luckily he has his uncle, or he would have been screwed. Because
Yeah.
legal fees are super expensive.
Yes.
Even just like drafting a document could be like $1,000 sometimes.
Yeah, a quote I heard recently was $1,300 to $1,900 an hour.
$1,300 to $1,900 an hour.
Indeed. For certain people's lawyers.
Uh,
Not cheap.
big yikes. Big yikes. But we're going to get into these relevant comments.
Let's do it.
So, Karen Donner, whoa, my last name, that's crazy. Karen Donner
Okay.
says, you're a very good writer. You might want to ask your uncle to have any future actions dismissed with prejudice and your opponent named as a vexatious litigant.
Ooh.
I've never heard or
Vicious
seen that.
litigant.
Vexatious litigant. I've never heard that
Vivacious?
term. No,
Not that.
I've never heard that term before.
I got you. Check it out.
That's how this kind of thing is usually handled, not in a suit for harassment, and claims for damages usually come in the form of a countersuit that is within the scope of the original litigation. That is by far the more economical option, and courts usually take a pretty dim view of original litigation that directly seeks to punish someone for filing lawsuits, which is protected right under the U.S. Constitution and almost certainly under your state's constitution as well. Also, stay very close with your distributor. That's an easy way to cut your business off at the knees, especially if liquor licensing is handled at a local level. So basically what could potentially happen is because that guy controls the liquor licenses, he could control what the distributors are giving to OP and then cut OP off from getting anything to support his business in terms of like the like raw materials of like the liquor.
Yeah,
the
that makes
liquor
sense.
itself,
Yeah.
which would suck.
Yo.
I'm really curious to know what state you are in. I always thought federal law required liquor licenses to be handled by the state, though local jurisdiction is usually allowed over issues like operating hours, etc. Your state also seems to have the most brutally efficient civil justice system I've ever heard of. Usually the course of litigation you describe would take years, not a few months, even before courts got backed up so badly with COVID. OP, literally everything was dismissed in hearings before going to court by judges.
Wow.
I'm not exactly sure what the proper legal term is. Still, a couple of weeks of litigations can be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Speaking of proper terms, vexatious litigant is someone who often sues without good reason.
Ah.
So someone just like throwing lawsuits at you, just trying to get all your money.
Dumb.
Yeah, stupid.
So let's get into this update.
Let's do it.
This is a follow-up post that I made last year, so I guess a year has passed.
Ooh.
I'll link at the bottom if you're interested. But TLDR, last year I opened a liquor store with my girlfriend, now fiance. Hey-o.
Wow.
In my hometown, the nearby city had a few liquor stores run by a city councilman who controls who gets liquor licenses in said city. With me being 40 minutes away, he was losing business and offered to buy my store. I refused, and instead he tried to sue me for libel. He attempted for around half a year and continued to sue me, my business, or anything else he could until it was thrown out for contempt or with contempt. Fortunately, I was able to get my lawyer to take the case pro bono, so I didn't get buried in legal fees as the guy intended. My lawyer and I then began to file suit against the guy. So that's where we left off a while ago. As of now, the case is over and I can talk about it.
Oh.
So I think we're about to get some tea. And just to go to the chat for a second,
Oh.
Jonathan says he effed up when he didn't sue the judge. Angry Cheez-It said it's at the discretion of the judge now. Becca Brandt says, I hate this judge. Yeah, people are just like against the judge for, I guess, not supporting OP more.
Right. But they said it was like extremely efficient, right?
Yeah, I
Because
guess
they're
like the
throwing
judge
him out?
did throw out the case, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe didn't help OP more.
Yeah. Maybe he's like, he should have stopped accepting them
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Oh, Baby Godzilla. Thank you for coming to the
Hey,
stream.
Welcome
we
back.
see you.
We love you.
So to first explain how I didn't post any updates previously. When I filed the lawsuit, my lawyer said not to post anything about it online. I don't think that this had anything to do with the original post, but what he told me was that if the opposing counsel found a post and was able to link it back to me, they could argue that I was only filing a suit to gain online clout.
What?
That's a terrible... Really?
Oh my God.
But now the court case is over, so I can talk to you guys. Thank you.
That's good.
We filed the complaint about a month after the last case against me was dismissed. What we filed for was multiple accounts of malicious misuse of due process. After filing the complaint, we needed to serve the papers to the guy. Someone, I don't know who, must have told him because he dodged getting served for multiple weeks. He's like every time someone is like, you're served, he's like, nope. He's like dodges under a
Juking
bridge
him.
or something.
Yeah.
Because you have to be confronted with a server person.
I think, yeah, a official server has to hand you the papers, and they can't just like email it to you.
You can't just email
Can't
it
just
to you.
mail it to you.
Yeah. So the only reason the process server was able to serve him was because there was a meeting to approve the transfer of liquor licenses between two businesses in the city. Ironic. He and his lawyers answered the complaint and said everything in the complaint and the summons was a deliberate misrepresentation of the facts. None of the suits filed against me were in any way malicious, but given that only thing that changed between most of the suits was the name defendant, kind of disproves that. So basically he is continued to be sued and like everything is the same except they changed the name.
And seemingly he admitted to it in front of the judge.
Yeah, which is crazy that doesn't have more repercussions.
Right?
Yeah. He then went on to say that this current suit was simply a move by me to get revenge on him for trying to protect his business. Pretty much the entire answer was just him saying, no, you. After that, we moved into discovery, which I will talk about in a minute. Through the discovery process, there were a couple of motions for dismissal by the defendant's counsel. One, the first was a general, all the facts were wrong, and this is a lawsuit filed in bad faith. This was immediately thrown out by the judge because the four suits filed back-to-back with the only defendant being changed indicate that this was a potentially malicious lawsuit. So the judge is kind of seeing like through the fuckery.
100%.
Two, the second motion was that these weren't malicious because the defendants were different. Effectively, the argument is that if the same defendant, then it would be malicious suit. But because the defendant kept getting changed from suit to suit, that means there was a legitimate complaint that they were trying to get solved, which technically would be legal, and I would have no standing. However, the judge acknowledged that while the argument is legally sound, if you simply look at the wording of the law, it completely violates the spirit that it was written in. And the actions of the defendant only serve to confirm that the previous lawsuits were filed in bad faith. So then the motion was tossed out of court.
That's good to hear because sometimes they could be legally inside of the definitions, but he's like, we see what you're doing.
Yeah.
We're picking
We
up what
see
you're
the
putting
bullshit.
down.
We see the bullshit,
Yeah.
and we're going to run with it. No,
I love it.
hopefully not. So 3, later during discovery, the defendant filed for a venue change. Seems how we filed in my local court, they argued that the local jury would be biased towards me. This was dismissed because they forgot to ask for a jury trial. We were perfectly fine with proceeding with a bench trial. So we didn't ask for a jury. So basically they're like, we're going to go straight to a judge.
Oh, that's not going to bode well for our guy.
The judge decided then that because they didn't request a jury, a venue change would not offer any significant change in the trial. They used that decision and some history I have with the same judge to appeal to the state court to dismiss the case, and they refused. So
Good.
back to discovery. The whole process was extremely slow, and we were still in the middle of discovery when we decided to settle. So I guess they're settling.
Whoa. Okay.
That's big news. That's big news. That's
Yep.
big news. We had received multiple settlement offers up to that point and rejected all of them. But at the end of November, the defendant decided to fire the manager of one of his businesses. The former manager then decided to turn over some text messages to the court. So this is some like insider information.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh my goodness. So the former manager then decided to turn over messages to the court. You see, we requested all the communications about malicious filings from the last year that the defendant had made. That included text messages. That showed neither counsel nor the defendant did the proper diligence to comply with discovery. So basically, like, he was like, hey, you need to send all of the stuff that is involved with anything with this case,
Yeah.
or like, I guess, like sending out these like lawsuits, and they withheld information. And then this disgruntled employee is like, here you go.
Oh my God. This could be real bad for this guy.
The defense was able to get that text removed from the evidence. While the text might not have been able to be used as evidence, if we had proceeded to trial, you can't erase that. You hid evidence from the judge's memory.
Right.
They don't tend to take that well. With this coming to light, and it is all coming to light at this point, and the chicanery, the shittery that the defendant had been pulling, chicanery, have you heard that word? Had been pulling, the judge was just over it at this point. Our lawyers had to meet with the judge at the very beginning of this month, December, where the defense's counsel was reprimanded. After this, the defendant offered a really big settlement. After my fiance and I discussed it, we decided to accept the offer. What do you think the settlement was for? Like, how much was it for?
I mean, definitely over the amount that the loan was, at least.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe like, because he was making so much money on the business.
Yeah.
And he's like, he kept going, denying. So at least maybe like 2x what the annual revenue was, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
So our wedding is getting close, and frankly, we don't want to deal with the court stuff anymore. The whole trial process was still months away, and there wasn't any guarantee that we would have gotten any more money. Unfortunately, it's not the nuclear revenge I and my fiance and possibly you were hoping for. Although the settlement, after I settled the contingency pay for my lawyer, did repay the remainder of my loan, we will now have a nice chunk of money left over.
Nice.
And to close it out, relevant comments, make sure you take the XR171 says, make sure you take the steps to enforce and collect that settlement immediately. My spidey sense tells me he'll likely try to be a dick about that too. Opie said, yeah, the settlement came through yesterday, which was what prompted the post. The first thing girlfriend and I did was pay off our loan debt. We're talking about throwing a nice little party for some friends and family for Christmas/celebration, but that's still up in the air, and it's kind of short notice. So it looks like OP got everything that they needed.
Wow, let's go. That's crazy. And you know what? Borderland fan to celebrate gave us a settlement from a donation in the chat. How
Thanks
kind
for
of
the
you, Borderland
dollar.
fan.
We appreciate you.
Wow. So, okay, literally every single step of OP's journey, everything he touched turned to gold. Yes, he had the road bumps.
He literally made $5,000 in the first week of business, and then immediately got an offer. Obviously, it wasn't for a good amount from that evil guy that was trying to F over his business. But the fact that like everything worked out for him, like kind of crazy.
One could argue, because his business was like seemingly going very smoothly, the extra work that he put into the lawsuits is maybe the work he would put in like a failing, struggling business. So he like put in the same amount of work and ended up, you know, basically selling and exiting the business.
Well, he didn't sell. Did he sell to the guy?
It's a settlement, right? So
it's a
like,
settlement for the lawsuit. So
snap!
I believe he still retains the business. So man is really up.
My guy is up.
My guy is so up, dude.
Dude, what? Now my mind is really blown.
Yeah. So not only did he get the settlement, but he retained the business. He's probably making like another like $5,000.
OP, can you like be our consultant or something? Because you understand what's going on.
Yeah. He man understands business.
Truly.
Also, some of you were asking about the date. We're gonna get into another story, but I got a little okay story time. You all were asking about the date yesterday. It went super well. For everyone who doesn't know, I met this recap.
TLDR.
I met this girl in the park. I invited her to like we were hosting this like backyard movie theater show in our backyard. She ended up not coming to that, but she came to a potluck like a week later. And then afterwards, like we were hanging out, we were talking. I'm like, oh, I really like this girl. And then she was leaving, and then I like chased her outside, and I was like, can I take you out sometime? And she's like, yeah. And so we went out to dinner last night. You guys gave me some advice on my outfit.
That's right.
So
the boy was looking
snazzy. Shout out to y'all for helping me. And dude, she's so cool. She's so cool. She literally she's like a stunt woman and rides horses and like lassos. Like she was showing me this video of her like lassoing like a bull.
Insane.
Absolutely insane.
I mean, bulls kill you.
Yeah, and she knows like MMA and jujitsu. She's like actually like a very proficient jujitsu person. Just got her purple belt. Shout out to her. And also she like studied STEM at UCLA. I studied engineering at UCLA. So like she like surfs and runs and I don't know. And we like talked for a couple hours about like psychedelics and stuff and other interests. It was great. It was great.
Dude, I'm so happy for you, and not to devolve every single bit of your life from relationship into content, but what if we did one MMA fighter versus 10 YouTubers and rented a big white studio and just had her duke it out with it? I mean, she would clearly win.
She would win. She would win. It would be rigged, and I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Oh my goodness!
Would it be the first time someone's done that? Get it? Throwback
to Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jem, she is not a star sign girly. I don't think she didn't ask me what my birthday was.
No way.
So,
maybe she's like saving it for like that's like, oh, that's a third date thing, you know?
Yeah.
What would you do?
And she asked me my star sign.
Yeah, what would you do?
I would be slightly upset. I would be slightly upset. But I need to figure out like where I should take her next, because we went out to there's actually like a very very affordable Michelin star restaurant around the corner.
Yes.
And so that's where I took her there. We had like it was incredible food, incredible. Yes. But I need to figure out where to take her next. I was thinking like the Getty Museum, which is like it's like a cool museum in LA. I'm thinking like a museum. I don't know.
Museums are great. It's far. Griffith Park is fun, but it's far.
Yeah.
How
she
close
lives on
is
the west
Getty?
side. Getty is like 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, do you have any date ideas
Yeah,
for Sam?
yeah.
Could you throw them in the comments?
Yeah,
so
throw
we can-
some date ideas that
Gotta
you
figure
would
this
like,
out.
so maybe slightly adventurous, or I don't know, cultured. Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. What's an example of a prime example of one of your previous date ideas? Just to get the people going.
Okay, like previous dates. Y'all will know this, but sneaking to the Democratic National Convention and stealing Pete Buttigieg's notes. I flew this girl out to Mexico, one of my ex-girlfriends, and like she stayed for a couple days with me because I was living in Mexico for a little bit.
Yep.
We did a pilgrimage to this place with this one girl to North Carolina on our second date.
As documented on the show.
As documented on the show. True fans will know.
Oh, yeah.
We did a pilgrimage to Biscuits and Porn.
Yeah, you
which
did.
is like this like weird porn shop, and that we saw like a T-shirt of some guy wearing. It's a whole story.
Maybe for their suggestions, something in the same spirit as those things, but not as big.
Not
right?
as
'Cause
big.
You don't want to go as big, but
No.
it's a lot to do.
Rock
but
climbing would be good. I know a pretty good like cliff jumping rock climbing place.
rock climbing MMA.
Rock
You climb the rock
fighting
and then you
on
fight.
the rocks. That would be cool.
Come on, that's
All
pretty
right.
great.
But you know what we should do?
What?
Get into this next story.
Oh, and could you read it? Because I'm going to be dipping out in a
right.
little bit here.
Okay. Well, I will jump into this next one. This is what up 320
322.
322 S2.
S2. Okay. So, Karen pepper sprays paramedics administering CPR and bites the cops that come to arrest her. Should I stop her?
God. Yes. Son, what? What is this?
I mean, this is a story.
All right.
And this
Wow.
comes from user Jeep Hammer. So, about 10 months ago, a guy goes down outside a strip mall where all good
Nice.
things happen. has a medical alert bracelet on about a heart condition. Paramedics get called, which arrive quickly, thanks first responders. They showed up in a 4-door pickup with bed shell, all fire engine red, flashing lights and siren, fire department and paramedics all over the truck. They jump out and start hooking this guy up to a blood pressure cuff, sticking the heart monitor pods on him, etc.
Jeez.
Karen rolls up behind the paramedics truck and starts screaming the truck that it cut her off at the intersection with lights and sirens.
That's what they do. They save the people.
That is so bad. You cut me off
Oh,
to a literal medical emergency.
not Borderland fans saying meanwhile in Florida. I mean, that is happening in Florida, but
Yeah.
this is bad.
Yeah. This is not a good look for Karen. Then she demands the paramedics look at her as she melts down while he is starting CPR on the victim. The paramedic is ignoring her entirely, but has to get something from the truck. She blocks his way and gets moved aside as he goes to the truck. This is when and where
Don't tell me.
Karen pulls out pepper spray,
No.
hoses the standing paramedic directly in the face. But she's not done. She sprays the second paramedic on the ground. And just for the trifecta, hoses down the heart attack victim, screaming he is too young to have a heart attack.
I am speechless. I am in completely awestruck, dumbstruck. I don't even know. What?
Going to the comments a little bit,
Please.
Breezy Bree from Twitch says, good Lord, what a freaking psycho.
Truly.
Jem says, isn't she supposed to stop to let them pass? Yes.
That's how it works.
That is what you were supposed to do.
Because someone's in danger.
Yeah, but not Karen. Karen knows best.
Her
Janae
schedule's in
Jackson
danger.
says, Karen better hope they do the same when she's having a medical emergency. Pepper spray her.
Yeah, really. I'm having a heart attack. Shh. God.
Little Reenie Weave says they can't do CPR on Karen because she has no heart.
Wow.
Bravo.
Oh my God, guys, comment of the century right there.
Bravo.
Also, all the Florida hate in the comments. Kitty B, man, y'all are really grilling Florida right now. I can't really do anything to defend it, but we're just gonna have to-
you can try.
I can
You
try, but I
try.
won't win. I won't win.
I took it as my cue to remove her pepper spray and hold on to her with others until police arrive. So OP stepping in. Still, others are trying to help with the CPR while some try to wash out the eyes of the paramedics. Police arrive. Karen goes immediately into handcuffs and then attempts to bite/kick police, which results in getting hog-tied and her shirt pulled over her face, at which time she starts screaming the R word.
That's not culturally appropriate.
Oh my
Bruh.
God. And the kicker, when the police arrest her, she starts with the classic Karen phrase.
Tell me.
Do you know who I am?
Oh my God.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, an idiot.
An idiot.
That's who you are.
Results. The results. Everyone wants to know the results, right? The results are 2 counts of aggravated assault
Good.
with a weapon because of the pepper spray.
Yes.
On paramedics, 2 counts of assault on police, 1 count of aggravated assault with a weapon on the heart attack victim, which survived, and resisting arrest with violence. She is also being sued by the heart attack victim for $10 million, which she apparently has.
Oh my God. That's insanity. Also, rub the sleep. Y'all are really coming for me today, saying Florida is like Venice Beach is an entire state. That's where I live.
That's actually so funny.
I went from Florida to Venice Beach, and y'all cannot let me live in the comments today. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, speaking of living, guys, I do have to dip out. Hopefully, guys, if you donate 100 in the chat, it'll go on. I should be able to come back.
Yeah, what are we at right now, Ryan?
are we
I think
at
we're
right
at like
now?
14.
At 14.
Oh, money-wise? Money,
Yep.
money, money.
Yeah.
Money.
Riley will check right now.
But if,
Yeah, 15.
We're at $15. If we get to 100, we'll do another hour stream.
I should be able to come back.
Yeah, John will maybe be able to come back
That's
right
right.
after. But we're to continue the story. John, get the heck out of here.
Adios.
Bye. So, her criminal trial is coming up. I bought a new suit for it, and my old ass will be there with bells on. So Opie is like, I'm here for the show. Since the entire event is on video from 2 cameras and who knows how many cell phones, it will be interesting to see what her high-powered legal team is going to cook up. But ultimately, I hope she will be convicted, facing a possible 65 years.
Oh my gosh, 65 years?
65 years, but practically will only get about 10 maximum, if any, prison time. Still, 10.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
As a side note, her husband is a bank vice president and refused to make her bail. Took her 13 days to get her family to bail her out. I'll try to update when the trial happens. There is an update, a small update, but what do we think? What do we think? All right, do you think OP is, or do you think Karen is going to get out of here?
I am proud of the husband for leaving it.
Yeah, he's like, she needs to learn her lesson.
That is insane to me. Yeah, hopefully she learned her lesson just being in there for that long.
Yeah.
My question is, do you think it's going to be a slap on the wrist?
I feel like it's probably going to be a slap on the wrist, but you know what's a slap in all the right ways?
What's that?
Sarah Badoff donating $2 Canadian. Love you, John, except John. Mad at John now for leaving. Thanks,
Aww.
John. But there is an
He'll be
update a little bit later. The only update I have is from a firefighter EMT. She apparently made a large donation to the fire department, did rehab, and got off after successfully completing rehab, some kind of trial diversion program. The poster that said she would blame it on drugs/alcohol cocktail was seemingly correct. So basically, I think Karen was drunk.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
At a strip mall?
Yeah. I mean, you could be drunk anywhere, Riley. if you
Oh
try
yeah,
hard
but
enough.
I'm what's popping at the strip mall?
Dude, just life, you know? Just life. The poster that said she would blame it on drugs/alcohol was correct. Is that common? I never heard of that before, but then again, I don't know how many people do crap like this. So she blamed it on drugs and alcohol, but like, is that enough to get her out of jail?
Ooh.
I don't think so. But what do y'all think? I mean, like, have you ever experienced anything of this nature where these Karens are freaking going nutso on you?
If you have, please let us know
yeah, let
in
us
our
know.
subreddit.
But getting into some of the chat, so Cassandra Lay says, husbands filing for divorce for real? Yeah, I feel like he probably would. Also, Maru Moreno says, I would be so embarrassed to be related to her in any kind of way. I would too. Breezy Bree says she needs some serious help from a psychiatrist. Dang straight. Oh, and then on the date ideas, Lalandra Marie Scott says date idea for Sam, one of those indoor skydiving places.
Ooh, you would, yeah.
That would kind of
that
be
would be
cool.
good. That would be good.
kind of be cool. I went to one of those like a while ago, but I haven't been in. Have you been to one of those, Riley?
No, never.
It's pretty cool.
Never flown before
You never flown?
like that.
Oh no, but you've been in a plane.
I have.
We had you in a plane together.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the Raven for coming in again. She can blame it, but no one forced it down her throat. Facts. Yeah, Jem says DUI. But let us get into this next story.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna keep moving and grooving. And I think we're at $17 now, Riley.
Yeah, 17.
All right. We got 10 more minutes, potentially, or potentially another hour if we get to 100. So, OP's boyfriend steals $14,000 from her, and his family is shocked and angered when he gets arrested. And this comes from Personal Muddy. And they say, but before they say anything, shout out to Jenny Moulton for the $5 stuck at home with COVID. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that we can be your entertainment. And shout out to Jonathan for the 35 ILS. I'm not sure what currency that is.
Figure it out.
We appreciate you. When you get to be that rich, you blame it on the Ambien. That's actually that's a bar. That's a bar, dude. Blame it on the Ambien. So I'll just get straight to it. I'm a college student, and this is my last semester until medical school. I've never been able to get a loan. I've worked 5.5 years to get this degree because I have to pay out of pocket, so it takes longer. Dang, that's rough. I've worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs at a time and barely have had a social life. I mean, that's like Dude, that's intense. Doing school and having 2 or 3 jobs to make it work. Dang. So for this upcoming semester, I reached my goal for tuition, so I quit one of my jobs so I could relax a bit. I was a server/bartender at 2 bars and an office job, so I always have cash in my apartment, in my closet, in a box. And before the semester starts, a week or 2 before, I deposit it so I can pay tuition.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Good plan.
So my boyfriend sometimes stays over while I'm there or when I'm not. Since I've been saving for the semester, he's the only one who's ever been over. I've told him and I've never told him about the box, but he knows I have to pay for school.
Put I see you in the comments if you know where this is going.
Yeah, put I see you in the comments. Well, yesterday night, I get home to put money in the box because I was going to deposit it, and it's all gone.
What?
Also, shout out to Lydia for putting money in our box. First time catching you live, watching from work. I hope we are helping you get better at your job.
A lot of people are like watching us at work.
Yeah. Don't tell your bosses.
Don't tell them.
The boss is actually watching too.
Yeah. My boss is watching,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I'm listening to it. Whoa,
I'm watching
meta.
you. Whoa, meta. Well, yesterday night, I get home, money's gone. I freaked out and tore my apartment up thinking I put it somewhere else, knowing I didn't. I called my boyfriend like crazy and no answer. I didn't sleep last night. I was panicking.
Oh,
$14,000. $14,000. That's an insane amount. Then this morning, he finally calls me back, and I'm yelling at him about my money. He's acting all confused, like I'm crazy. He comes over, and I'm still pissed off after a while. He finally admits he took it so he can borrow it, and he'll pay me back.
no.
Chat, is this a red flag? Is this a red flag?
Yeah. I'm going to speak for Chad because I know they're smart. Yeah, that is a red flag.
I think it may be. AJ Starkey says, I see you. The Raven says the sheer panic she must feel. Yeah, I would be completely panicked. Kitty B says, I see you. Jan Digital says, watching from work too. Let's go. Breezy Bree says, yeah, a shit ton of money. Also, Naomi, shout out to you for the $25. We appreciate you so much. I think we're at like 40 now.
Yeah,
Riley's
yeah.
gonna do the tally at some point. We're really trying to make this bar work. We'll get it working at
We
some
will.
point.
Sorry.
Where the F is he gonna get $14,000 from in 2 weeks? And what the heck did he spend it on?
Yeah. What do you need 14 grand for?
A car?
Ooh,
Gambling?
drugs?
Drugs?
Drug trouble.
He's like, babe, I'm just gonna take it to the casino. In no time, $28,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just put it on red.
Parlay. The good parlay will fix
Easy.
everything.
Lexi Powell, thank you for watching from the bath. I went into a rage and called the police and reported a theft because that is what he did. Well, it's been hours now. I guess he got his phone call because his family has been blowing my phone up and his mother has said some really hurtful and racist things to me.
Oh,
Fool. He's the one that stole the money.
yeah.
He's the one that stole the money. What? That is insane. That is insane. They've been harassing me for the past 6 hours now. It's stressing me out even more, and I hate that I'm feeling bad for him, but he stole my money that I've been saving for months. His brother did call, and he was respectful and said they'll help him pay it back, and I should just go and just, I guess like drop it. I should just go to the police station with him and tell them I want to drop the charges, but I don't really believe them. I could do that and never get my money back still. I don't know what to do, and I hate that I'm contemplating doing this. I'm just really pissed off and have been crying all day. So there is an update, but I want to know from y'all, what would you do? Like, would you report immediately? Would you kind of give like the boyfriend a certain amount of time for it? I don't know. What do you think, Riley?
Yeah, I definitely would call. If it was 14 grand,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
14 grand. I mean, that's a lot of money. And also, shout out to Natty T, get for the $9 donation. Done with work, but still have uni assignments to complete. Thanks for keeping me sane. We'll try our darndest. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I would definitely probably report. I think actually I would probably give like, you need to get this money back in like 5 days, or I'm reporting it to police. Breezy Bree 8 says report him to the police. Theft is theft. Venumra says, legit cover your bases. Don't drop the charges until you get it back. Yeah, I feel like use that as leverage. And then if it actually like, I don't know, gives it back, then you can drop it.
Yeah, because the second you drop it, they have no obligation to give you that money back.
Yeah.
And then you're basically giving them off the hook.
Yeah. Tracy Eisen says that's a felony. And Angry Cheese It says press charges if he doesn't immediately return. Also, Jay, thanks for the $5. Sam, take me out instead. John has 10 out of 10 story skills. Yeah, storytelling skills. We need him back. Where is he?
I don't know.
We need him. Court the Brave says, yeah, she needs to report him. How can you have any trust in this guy now? Bernie Heart Dragon, I have told you guys about the date a little earlier. We're at $70, so $30 left if we want to go another hour. We have 5 minutes left, but I will tell like a little bit about the date like very quickly. It went well. I think I like her.
He loves her.
Hey,
hopefully she watches this.
No, if she watches the stream, she's gonna get turned off, bro.
No, she won't. I legit have a way. You know what? I'm gonna tell Chad. I have a way for Sam to get married to her, and I'll tell it at the end of the story.
Dude, chill. We gotta chill. Anyway, let's get into the update. So, sorry I kept you all hanging for a while, but it's been a long and annoying process. I want to thank all of you so much for all the advice. Someone suggested when I go to school, talk to my emergency dean, and I am so grateful for you. With the police report, I was able to get my school to pay for my semester again. So that person, thank you. So basically, OP explained the situation. Someone stole it. I made a police report.
Gotcha.
And the school is like, hey, that's fine. We'll kind of like compensate you.
That's so nice. That's
W
school.
Crazy. Yeah, W school.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like most schools wouldn't do that. Also, shout out Katie Figueroa for joining our Little Sillies, our little private members only chat. That's where you can get the Tuesdays live streams after they're finished.
Yes.
And it's exclusive only to our Little Sillies. So those episodes will come out like a couple of weeks later, but you'll get first access to them. So if you want to join, there's a little join button probably below this video.
Yeah.
So I started a week late, but a week late is better than not going. Sadly, the harassment continued and escalated, and due to what almost happened and all the texts and calls, I was able to get a temporary restraining order on his mom, which he quickly violated.
What the heck? That bad?
Yeah, that bad.
Oh my gosh.
After a few weeks, I was able to get a little bit over $8,000 back from my money, and his brother did pay the remaining back to me. Okay.
Nice.
It sounds like OP got it all back. Don't worry, everyone we didn't meet, it was through a third party. So sounds like OP got all their money back in a safe environment. And not like something crazy. Also, like most of you said, depending on the state, you can't drop charges after the fact. So I couldn't do anything after the money was given back. At this point, it's up to the court to see what happens.
Ooh.
We haven't spoken, nor do I care to. I'm finally moving in a month, which is a huge stress reliever because they won't know where I live anymore. Because I guess like the boyfriend knows.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A police report helps a lot with things. I got to break my lease, thank God. Also, won't keep my money home anymore. Thankfully, since this is my last semester, I won't have to work my bar jobs anymore. So no more money in my closet. I think that's all I have to update you on. Again, thank you so much all for your encouraging words and advice. It meant a lot and helped more than you can imagine. Holy moly.
You know what else is holy moly?
Oh my God.
Let's go. Yeah.
Fui no yo just donated another 50. So I guess that means Court the Brave donated
over.
$20. Never done this before. Thank you. We're over 100.
Let's
we're
go.
Over 100. So we're going for another hour.
20. Let's see. Oh man.
We're going for another hour. Let's freaking go. So yeah, I mean that's like that is the end of that story. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like OP kind of did everything right. She realized that the money was gone and then was like, okay, I need to make a police report this instant.
Now, how long were they? Does it say how long they've been together for?
It doesn't say how long they've been together.
Because do you
for.
think that would have, if they would have stole that much money, do you think they would have been like, oh,
At
you
least
know,
dating for a couple of years or something?
yeah, because like that wouldn't that like give you more reasons to like stay or work it out rather than like do a lawsuit? Would it alter the course of action she would have done? You know what I mean?
If they had been together longer,
Yeah,
like if they
yeah,
were
yeah,
married
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, probably if you're married, maybe you want to stick with it a little bit longer.
Okay.
But I mean, even so, stealing from your partner without asking is like major red flag. I think
Yeah.
potentially divorce worthy, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Also, shout out Ivy Bean for the $5. But yeah, I feel like potentially relationship ending. I mean, like, all right, I actually question for all of you guys in the chat. So, if your partner stole money from you, is there like a certain amount of money where you would like break up or divorce, right? Because there's like taking money without asking. Is it like $25, $50?
Wait, we should implement. Here's what we need to do. We need to implement your like hall pass.
Oh,
like
yeah.
for every 4 years.
For
or
every 4
year.
years of marriage, you could take like $1,000 and it not be divorce worthy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
$1,000 is a lot too. Maybe $100
$1,000, like for every year, $1,000 makes sense.
for every year of relationship.
Yeah, because if they've been together for 25 years.
But I'm thinking if one of my partners just like stole $2,000 from me without telling me.
Okay. Yes. See, it works. What if they stole $1,500 from you?
If it was a partner for 2 years,
2 years.
I think I would still, because like in my head, that's just like that's a lot of money.
Okay. Does it change when you're dating and does it change when you're married? The amount.
I think it
so
changed when I married. I think like anything over $5,000 married, I would be like, but then your finances are kind of like together.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's
joined.
almost like you're taking from each other. But let's read some of the comments. So Rub the Sleep says, I think it depends where the money went. We have shared money. I trust him to put back what he takes. That's a good point. Bad Gyal CC says, in marriage, what's yours is mine. Breezy Bree 8 says, that is a lot of money to take from someone. AJ Starkey says, anything more. Wait, can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah.
AJ Starkey says, anything more than 150 would be an immediate breakup.
Nice.
April Hendricks says, if you're implementing, we can take $1,000 every 4 years. I don't think you guys are going to be in relationships very long. All right, April, I'm not saying like you just take $1,000. All right, you guys are missing out on Sam's golden rules of marriage.
It's a theory. It's just a theory.
It's more like you can predict if someone will stay in a relationship.
Yeah.
Rather than you get to take $1,000 for every 4 years of marriage.
Exactly.
Don't misplace Sam's golden rules of marriage.
We should probably stop calling it that and call it like the golden theory of marriage.
The
Golden
golden
theory.
theory of marriage. To be clear, I'm not like living by these rules. I'm not like stealing
He's not.
thousands of dollars from my partner.
Well, he actively is not married, so we don't know if he
we
is
don't
or
know
not.
yet. We don't yet. That is true.
Are you
That
going
is
to
true.
warn your wife of these? I will warn her. I will let her
Hopefully
know.
she listens to the show. So
Do
actually,
you want her to listen to the show?
I don't know. Actually, I feel like I reveal way too much to everyone on this show.
Yeah. Oh, you could do this thing. Sophia called it boundaries.
Who's gaslighting me in Twitch right now? Is that a number? I can't believe Sam would endorse stuff like that. Get out of here, you guys. You guys are so bad. You guys are so bad, but I love you.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much that I am going to hit everyone with another story. Ow, ow, ow. I keep forgetting what one is this. This is
This one's.
330.
I got you.
This is 322.
This is 322 S4.
Oh, this is a long one.
Yeah, 25.
Long one.
Yeah,
Can
because
we,
we got
like,
another hour. We got another hour. dog.
Kayla V27. Yeah, this is alive. Rub the Sleep saying, don't touch my Cinnabon. You already ate yours. I don't know what that's in reference to. But
I don't want to know.
I absolutely
know.
love that. Yeah. So also for everyone who's new to the live, we just reached our goal of $100. Riley, if you want to tally it up and see what
We're at like 146.
We're at 146. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay. I don't want to put this out because I am already a little tired and I need to eat. But if we reach 200, we will do a additional hour.
We will. And I already ate because I prepared. I was like, they're going to come. They're going to be ready.
Riley may have to get, I need at least like a soda. Oh,
I made burritos last night. You want one of those?
No, I could munch on a burrito or something.
Munch on a burrito. You got it.
But we are going to keep going. Are we close to an extra 2 hours? Yes. So Breezy Bree, we are. We're at like 148. So if we get to 200, we'll do another hour. Sam got to eat on camera to keep it going. Hopefully John can like sub out for me or something. Yeah, John had to leave for a little bit, but he'll be back in like, I think like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or so.
Whatever, Gwen.
Anyway, let's get in to this next story, y'all. Get freaking excited. Buckle up. Get hold on to your seatbelts. So, am I the a-hole? My best friend's wife told him that she had an affair with me.
You're telling the truth. Of course you're not the a-hole.
Are they telling the truth?
I think.
Are they telling the truth, though? What if they weren't telling the truth?
I'm assuming they are.
I think they could just say, hey, I'm having an affair with your wife. Or
For kicks and giggles? People do that?
I don't know. People like to sabotage things, dude.
This is true. This is Reddit.
This is Reddit. People are into sabotage. Also, where the heck is what my hair doing?
Let it do.
Also, shout out to this. I love this hoodie. It's my friend's brand, Kalukachari. If you're looking for something for yourself or your partner, it is great.
Wait a second.
Highly recommend.
Are we giving out sponsors right now?
Only to my friend because I loved it. I literally like this feels.
What do we say about sponsors?
No free sponsors, but it's my friend and I love him so much.
All right, go for it.
He's from Israel and he's like, I've known him for 5 years. He's my favorite. Anyway, the last 4 days have been the most horrible in my life.
Oh,
terrible. I have no idea how to deal with anything and wanted to get opinions on what to do next since I see posts like this on Reddit. My best friend's wife told him that she had an affair with me, which never happened.
Oh, you called that.
Yeah, I called that. I told you. It never happened.
I could never fathom that people would want to do that.
Some people like lying, dude.
Not our
best friend's
fans.
wife told him that she had an affair with you. That's crazy. Why would she say that? I guess she wants out of the relationship.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's also a banger line to start the post on. Yeah, it's this is a banger line. So I, 35 male, have been married to my wife, 35 female, for 8 years. We have 2 wonderful kids, but this is about my best friend Josh, 35 male, and his wife Mary, 34 female. I met Josh during my freshman year of college, and we have been friends ever since. We have always shared our love for tech, and he is always my go-to guy when I need someone to talk to. So it sounds like they're best friends forever. Anyway, also, this is a doozy of a story. I might have to take off my hoodie for this because...
Yeah, take it off. Oh, you thought you were going to see that.
This is about to get heated, y'all.
Wait, he's now decent.
All right, yeah. Make sure there's no nip slips, dude.
You got to pay extra for that.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think we are not doing donations for nipples. That is.
I mean,
that is no.
Let me know if you want
that. That's not a trade we're doing. That's not a trade we're doing. So Josh started dating Mary 5 years ago. Let's say Mary has a very different set of morals than my wife or me. She is very loud, manipulative, and just craves attention. Josh and Mary had been dating on and off for 4 years, which I feel like if you're dating on and off for 4 years, I feel like it's like a little bit of a red flag.
That is a red flag. Those couples are never healthy. Never healthy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it can work. It can,
but like, just stay together.
Yeah. just stay together. Does Kayla V says, does Riley want to take off his hoodie?
No, I want to keep it on. I will keep it on.
Everyone's trying to get Riley naked in the chat, dude.
What? That was the first comment.
What are you
of
talking about?
saying
Someone was
that.
talking about like taking you out, having you be a
Oh
little
my gosh.
sugar baby for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Come
cool.
on.
A little sugar baby.
They broke up often, but somehow always ended up together after a few months. Mary is always the one who breaks up with Josh and then takes him back. I also know that Mary cheated on Josh at least with 2 guys when they were dating, but somehow convinced that he was not putting enough effort into the relationship. Josh always blames himself for Mary when she's not happy. My wife also knows about all of this and has always kept her distance from Mary. However, we do meet her often during parties with friends. So it sounds like Mary is just the biggest red flag ever.
Yeah,
And is that Sophia?
she's giving me an ice pack.
Sophia, come on. Okay, Sophia. So Sophia's here. Do you want to say hi? Come and say hi.
Come say hi. Come. Here,
Sophia's
just be on this
ears
camera.
hurt, and so she doesn't want to come on stream.
Hello.
But
Yo,
we would.
come.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, wrong camera.
There he is.
Any words of wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody know why my ears are hurting?
Sophia's ears hurt.
Oh, does anyone
Sarah
know why
Bata
my
said
ears
big
are
protein's a cheap date. Are you a cheap date?
Well, they asked me how much a nip slip was, and I said $2.
$2? Don't tell them that. People are gonna donate $2. You're gonna have to show all your
Oh,
nipples.
look at him. Hi, Queen. Is she a worm? People want to know if you were in worm mode.
Would you love me if I was a worm? All right, let's get back to the story.
Bye. Get out of here.
So, do we think Josh and Mary are gonna break up?
Yeah.
Well, Josh and Mary got married last year.
Whoa. What?
They got married. Fucking crazy. Last month, Josh found out Mary was cheating on him again and had an affair with one of her coworkers.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Josh was completely broken and stayed at our place for a week before going back and confronting Mary and kicking her out of the house. Josh bought the house before the marriage, and hence he had to get the cops involved to kick her out. From what we know, Mary moved back to her parents. I have been helping Josh through the process, and he filed for divorce last week.
Oh. Dang. Maybe that's why they're on and off.
What?
But they're like cheating on each other.
Oh, well, Josh isn't cheating. She's cheating
So that's
all the time.
That makes sense why they would be on and off. Do you think that's why they were on and off though? Like for
The
real?
cheating?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like she broke up with him. So like because it says that she would break up with him and then take him back, but she was also the one cheating. So not only is she breaking up with him, she's also cheating on him.
Oh my god.
Tell me if that's right, chat. Like, let me know.
Are we
also,
reading that right?
Sarah Badoff, we're no nip slips. We're not doing nip slips, but we made.
But they did it. I thought it was a joke and they took me up on it.
Did you just give a nip?
No.
Okay, don't give a nip, Riley. Don't give him a nip. We need
It
to
was
keep
a joke. I
we need
don't
to
do
keep
that.
We need to keep this stream very
PG.
But also, thank you for the donation. That means we're closer to our $200 goal for an extra 2 hours of stream. So, last Saturday, Mary came to Josh's house to collect her stuff, along with her dad. I had advised Josh to get out of the house when they came, but he wanted to make sure she did not take anything that did not belong with her or did not belong to her, which I think makes sense. But he wanted to make, during her visit, Josh got into a fight with Mary, and Mary told Josh that she had an affair with me while they were married, and we used to do it in their bedroom.
What? Oh, she just likes the gossip. Oh, no.
She is the worst. This is all 100% false. I have always known that Mary was trouble and kept my distance from her. I feel she's just trying to hurt Josh by saying that. After that incident, Josh got extremely agitated and came to her house. I saw he was distressed and knew something was wrong. As I opened the door, all right, wait, really quick, do you think that Josh is going to believe her?
I don't know. I hope so, but the way that
Wait, you hope he's going to believe her?
Wait, sorry.
His wife?
I'm backwards right now. No, I I don't think he will believe her.
Yeah.
But I hope that he doesn't believe her. But he's like in this lie and web of lies. Like who knows how deep it goes? You know, he's probably not thinking really straight.
Yeah. So Ivy Bean says, "Okay, Mary is Coco Banana Pants." Breezy Bree says, "Yes, he is going to believe her." Tracy Eisen says, "Yes." The Raven says, "Not at all." The Shy Little Wither says he's going to believe her. Madam Midnight says, "If he does, he's a fool." Well, let's find out. So, this is 100% false. So basically, like it's obviously a lie. As I opened the door, he started cursing at me and accusing me of sleeping with Mary.
Oh.
Luckily, the kids were not home, but my wife and I were there, and we were both shocked by what he was saying. He tried to punch me.
What?
But luckily, he hit my shoulder, and I was able to wrestle him on the ground and calm him down.
Oh my gosh.
I kept on telling him that what Mary told him was completely false, and that, oh man, and that I had never spent a single minute with her alone in my life. My wife threatened to call the cops, and he left. After he left, my wife was completely inconsolable. It took me hours to calm her down and convince her that Mary was manipulating Josh. I work from home and rarely leave my house without my kids or my wife. I think she believes me, but she has been different for the last 4 days. So now the wife is like uncertain as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So now Josh and the wife are like, do I believe OP?
Dude, this is so messy. I hate this.
I know. This sucks. And like OP hasn't done anything wrong. Josh told a lot of my close friends that I was having an affair with Mary. No. Josh is just an idiot. Josh is an idiot. Also, Jonathan, thanks for the donation. Wife pulls the best prank ever. Bro, this is the worst.
Gonna get a lot
prank,
of views on
bro.
YouTube.
This is the worst prank ever. Oh my god, I can't believe this. So he is not taking my calls or my wife's calls. My wife tried to call Mary, but she was not also taking her calls. All of my friends, including Josh, think I am the biggest a-hole for getting involved with his effing wife. I have no idea how to convince anyone that this is false. I'm just so frustrated. Can someone please give me advice? And there is relevant comments and a thick, juicy. This is a thick,
good
juicy
one,
update.
dude.
But I want to go to chat a little bit. I want to, I guess, talk to y'all. Like, what do you think OP should do? Like, how can, because it seems like everyone believes that he cheated.
Yeah.
What do you think?
My version for women, if they're caught in a lie, is just to go on TikTok and do a makeup tutorial and like talk about their story. I don't know what for guys what they could do to get out of this.
Saying this to Reddit, I guess, is like one thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Burning Heart Dragon says, ask for proof.
Ooh, that's good.
Like give proof. Like, how do you even know that this happened?
Someone said defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, defamation lawsuit. Kayla V says, continue to reassure his wife and hope what they built holds up. A seed of doubt can be dangerous. Yeah, it seems like that's what her goal is. Mary's goal is just to plant doubt in there.
Yeah.
Breezy Bree says he can get a lawyer and send a cease and desist. Kirby Ray says little guys are always driving. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a reference to an earlier story. Wait, can you round up? Ivy Bean says, if your good friend doesn't believe you, take a big step back and let him figure it out for himself. He eventually will. But like, all right, his wife has cheated and lied to him in the past. Why is that not an indicator that?
I think once you're in a relationship like that, you just can't see straight. You're so fogged in the head. It doesn't matter what other people says.
Tracy Eisen says Josh is using the wrong head. Yeah. And Janae Jackson says, again with a makeup tutorial to get out of trouble, Riley is going to start an OKOP makeup apologist stream for all the Freudian slips.
Dude, that's a good point.
Oh, is that a burrito for me?
Made by Riley.
I can't eat it yet. I have to keep.
Yeah, you can. You can nibble.
I can't nibble. I'm not going to be able to eat and nibble. I have to wait. Why don't you read a story?
She's coming. We're getting Sophia.
We're getting
Woo!
Sophia. Come read a story. We can read the next one. So yeah, what is y'all? So I guess we did a little advice here.
Yeah.
So let's get into some relevant comments. Speedy89T says it seems odd that they, especially your wife, would take the slag's words so seriously. Like true.
Yeah.
OP, my wife of course supports me now, but the shock of the accusations was awful. Took some time to convince her that it's all bullshit. Friends are mixed. Some see my side, but some are confused how to make sense of this. I'm just tired of defending myself.
How are your friends confused? I mean,
I don't understand why everyone's just taking her side.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I mean, if they were actually her friends, they would know her history and be like, okay, she's done this before, and kind of see a pattern. How's the pattern not been, like,
I feel like
shown
the
yet?
pattern has been established by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Kayla V says, I had an abusive relationship for 2 years. Love can really be blind. He needs to get away from his wife since she cheats and lies so easily. I think something that we've talked about on the show before is like, when you're in love, when you're in a relationship, when you've just been in a relationship for a couple of years, things start to just be normal. Like even the things that are not normal, that should never happen. Like you start to normalize it because it is your normal. Like it might be like things like this might be happening on a regular basis. Like you might be gaslit and you might be manipulated. There might be there might be emotional, physical, verbal abuse, right?
Yeah.
And humans are incredible creatures. We adapt to whatever situation we're in. And when you're in that kind of relationship, you adapt and then it becomes your new normal. And it can be, I feel like it can take a new relationship or like sometimes even just posting to something like Reddit or like, I don't know, just writing it all out to realize this is not good. This is not normal. This is not the love that I should choose to take and deserve.
And I mean, after being involved with so many stories and listening to the show for so long, I feel like Reddit is the best place to get that third unbiased opinion by complete strangers from all different types of people from wherever and actually understand like am I seeing this right or am I like fogged in the head? And I'm glad a lot of people have done that and stepped up and done it.
Yeah, the Raven says, unfortunately, when you were that close to the situation, it's so hard to get out and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, man is just like manipulated.
Man needs to go to Reddit.
Yeah, man needs to go to Reddit too. So, update. And actually, before the update, so OP convinced the wife, friends are mixed, some see my side, but some are confused how to make sense of this. I'm just tired of defending myself. So, update. I recently wrote a post about my best friend's wife, Mary, accusing me of having an affair with her that never happened. My best friend Josh was in the process of divorce with his wife when she told him that, and he has been spreading fake rumors about me in my friend's circle. So, TLDR, we threatened to sue, and Mary folded within 24 hours. So let's see. Let's see what actually happens. Oh, man, I'm about to sneeze. Riley, look away.
Sneeze.
Look away. Oh. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
First of all, thanks to AdDangerous1243 and everyone who suggested that we should file for defamation.
Nice.
Which some of you guys did.
Yeah.
Some of you guys was super smart.
Y'all called that.
I just kept on thinking in my head how I could get Mary to tell the truth and convince Josh that I had completely forgotten the legal route. I was not able to update as the lawyers had told us not to say anything until we got a confession from Mary. After posting on Reddit, my wife and I spent a few hours at night reading through all the comments. We immediately decided to explore whether we could sue Mary for defamation. Smart. Some of you suggested that I take a polygraph test. Aren't polygraph tests not kind of bullshit?
They gotta be.
I heard they don't work.
Cannot be.
I heard
held
they
up
don't
in
work.
court.
Yeah.
Have you not seen all the movies about it? How they don't work?
Yeah. I've seen all of the. I've seen all the YouTube videos. I asked my wife if we should find a place for that, and she smiled. She said she does not doubt me one bit, but we can't let people have any doubt that I had an affair with Mary. Our kids are friends with their kids, and we can't live with them thinking I had an affair with Mary. She just wanted us to be strong and solve the issue as soon as possible. In the morning, we messaged my wife's mother's friend, who is a very experienced attorney. We called her based on the time she gave us in the morning and explained the issue. She said that we should pursue the legal route, but she does not handle such cases and gave us the contact of another attorney in her firm and set up a meeting with her at noon. Jonathan, thank you again for the, Mary Sue or Sue Mary. That is great. Jonathan, thanks for the freaking donation and the great joke. But she does not handle such cases. So we went with her and discussed the issue. The lawyer said we could sue Mary as she had made false accusations, and there is a precedent of considering what she said as slander, as it attacked my character, and we can prove emotional distress. So that sounds pretty good. However, she told us that a defamation lawsuit is a very long and expensive process and may take several years. She told us that Mary has a weak hand and she will not want to go to court. Hence, we should give her a way out by telling her to give in writing that what she said was false. Moreover, as she said the false statement to Josh, we would need Josh to state what she said. I won't go into details here, but might post it in the comments later on. However, we came up with a plan for sending her letter of intent to sue for defamation.
Good. She should know and feel her consequences of what she said.
Yeah. The attorney worked on this, and we got notified that Mary received the letter on Friday morning at her parents' place. The letter told her that we would sue her by the end of the month if she did not provide an official statement in writing that the statements she had made were false. Which, this is like a great plan. I feel like if anyone ever slanders me, I know what to do.
You got a play-by-play right here.
We got a play-by-play. This is pretty good.
Someone slander us right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go and try. Actually, I think someone did slander us. So who was saying like, I can't believe you would slander or like say that in the. I forgot.
We'll find him. I will scour the chat.
Someone from Twitch said that. Maybe it was say.
We're coming after.
Yeah, we're coming after.
We got you.
The letter also told Mary to only communicate via the law firm regarding the matter. Sam sucks. Sarah Vadoff, thank you. And Sophia is here.
Whoa.
Come for the end of the story.
Yay, Sophia. Look at her. Wait,
thank you for slandering us, y'all. So, as planned, I messaged Josh. Welcome, Sophia.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't slander Sophia. Give some love to Sophia in the chat for coming in. And Sophia, after this, you are going to have to take over because I am hungry.
My ears
also, Amanda L., the date was great. I can give another little update for y'all. Oh, also, I actually need advice from you. So, anyway, I'll do OK story time after this. As planned, I messaged Josh and told him we had decided to sue Mary for defamation due to the false statements she made about the affair. We would leave no stone unturned to prove that the allegations are false. Our lawyers will contact you next week, and we hope you cooperate with them and tell them exactly what she said to you. So, TLDR, Sophia.
Okay.
Basically, the OP's best friend has this wife that is like a super red flag. And then the friend's not a red flag, but the friend's wife is a red flag. The wife, after the friend of OP said, "Hey, I'm divorcing the wife," the wife said, "Guess what? I had an affair with your best friend," with OP.
Drama.
So now OP is suing for defamation. Molly Thornton, $4.99. Thanks for the donation. It's Friday, ladies' night, shirts off. Oh darn, Sophia, you ruined my PG plans. My
Sorry.
not PG plans.
My bad.
Also
April Hendricks, I think, said nasal spray for my ears. Thank you. My mom also said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank
good,
you, April.
Good catch.
Yeah.
So, on Saturday morning, as I was cooking breakfast with my wife, sitting with our kids, the doorbell rang. I saw the Ring camera that Josh and Mary were standing outside the door. Before I could tell my wife to stay back and not open the door, she bolted towards the door. She opened it and started yelling at Josh. She is 5 foot nothing tall, but she is scary when she's angry. She just started calling him names, and how can he destroy our lives when we supported him at his lowest? Josh just kept saying he wanted to talk to me and kept repeating that. He looked down. My wife just kept on yelling at him and telling him to get lost. Mary started talking then, saying that she was sorry for what she said. Josh was abusing her as she was packing, and she just said that to hurt him.
Oh.
She just kept on saying that Josh is such an idiot and has created such a big mess.
Whoa. She's turning this whole thing on Josh now?
I feel like, yeah, it feels, I mean, I don't even know, like, is what she's saying true? She's lied so many times.
Yeah.
So why are they together? Freaking leave. Separate.
I understand 10% of this.
Okay.
But I'm on your side all the way.
My wife just so she kept saying that Josh is an idiot. My wife then turned to her and told her that she better find a good lawyer to reply to our lawyers. At last, she told Josh that if he wanted to meet me, go and first make things right for me, and then slammed the door.
Is OP a guy?
OP
Yes.
is a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I was watching all of this from the breakfast table through the Ring camera and realized that we recorded the whole conversation, including Mary confessing her lies.
Yo!
Oh my God.
Get that bag! Get the bag!
Oh my goodness. Also, Natty T, thanks for telling people to like the stream and thanks for the donation.
Woo.
Hearts.
Sheesh. That's crazy. So they got evidence now. I felt so relieved in the moment knowing that I had proof of her telling the truth. We forwarded the video to our lawyer and she sent a thumbs up and called us briefly to say that we should meet on Monday to discuss the next steps. After an hour or so, Josh messaged our friends group that he did a terrible thing and spread false statements about me. He is ashamed of it and wants to apologize for it. I mean, it's good that he's doing it now, but I feel like he's just totally ruined his reputation.
Wait,
I thought it was Mary's fault.
It is Mary's fault, but
admitting-
like Josh
bandwagon.
bandwagon on. He's like, oh, Mary told me this. It must be true. And just totally spread that lie to everyone.
So it's never too late to tell the truth.
It's never too late, but
I think
still
there's
gonna
one
be mad at you
scenario
for it.
where it is too late to tell the truth.
I do know
what scenario?
what.
Okay, this is welcome to my brain. So let's just say, like, you get captured, you're a war prisoner, and you get captured by, like, I don't know, by someone, and you know the information of where their people are going to attack, and they lock you up, and they're like, you have to tell us where they're going to attack, but you don't. You tell them another city rather than the city that you're in, and then they attack the city that you're in, and then afterwards, whenever they get captured, you then tell them, actually, it was this city, not that one.
I don't.
I feel like
understand.
that
what
would
was
be.
the premise of this?
He's saying in that case, it was good to lie.
Oh, I
No,
think
no,
there
but,
are
like,
a lot
even-
of cases where it's okay to lie.
No. But even
wasn't
in
very
that one,
specific.
it's too late to tell the truth, even to the wrong person. Like, you tell it to the war general that then got captured, and you're like, hey, by the way, I told you the wrong city, but now you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Riley.
Okay.
Welcome to my mind.
I
Yeah.
was
What a
gonna
Libra!
say-
What a Libra saying. Jonathan is right.
I was gonna say, again, knowing very little about this story, isn't Mary kind of throwing like Josh under the bus a bit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and she's cheated on him multiple times.
Yeah, because okay. Keep
Yes.
going.
Moments later, Mary messaged saying that some statements she made were misconstrued by Josh and that what he told everyone was false. Their relationship is going through rocky times. That is the understatement of the century. And would thank everyone for giving them privacy and to pray for them.
Ew.
Bro, I'm not wasting my prayers on you. The rest of the day has been great. I've been taking my kids on their Saturdays activities and playing with them while my wife was talking on the phone with all my friends' wives and her friends gossiping about what happened. So now it's going through the grapevine.
Oh, that gosh.
The gosh
really
sash, dude, the
good.
tea is being spilt
I love it.
and it's delicious. The only thing that I told her was to not send the Ring video of Josh and me from last week and to not to mention Mary's affair to them. I still think it's a private matter that Josh told us in confidence, and we should respect that. Everyone was shocked that Josh attacked me physically.
What?
Wait.
Oh, because he told him about that one time Josh punched him in the shoulder.
Yeah. And
Like
he
a
had to wrestle him to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, OP at the wrestle. Yeah. Jeez,
Did he
there's
win?
so much to this story. This story is absolutely insane.
Yeah, he
Wow.
won.
Regarding my friends, I made a blanket statement that they all hate me in the last post. But in reality, 4 of my friends called me during the week to ask me what was going on. They told me they knew how crazy Mary was and asked me how they could support me. One of the friends was the one that Josh had called. He told me that Josh told him Mary had an affair with me and he had filed for divorce. He conveniently left out the part about her cheating on her coworker. I don't think anyone apart from my wife and I know the whole story. He knows at least 2 of the other friends Josh called and said the same day. Due to this, the gossip started spreading that they were divorcing because of me. And most of my friends were just waiting on the sidelines instead of extending support to me. However, I think I learned who are the people that have my back when I'm in need, which is always a good thing to have.
Yeah, lesson learned.
About Josh, we still plan to file for TRO against him.
I got you.
I think the restraining order.
The restraining order.
Against him and Mary next week. The lawyer said we should be able to get it for Josh as there's a clear evidence of danger, but Mary might be a long shot. We will see what to do from there. As for our friendship, it's done. It ended the minute he decided to punch me, instead of at least asking me if it was true. I can't have people like him around my wife and kids. He was a great friend, but my family and their safety have way higher priority than him. I mean, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
temporary restraining order.
That makes more sense
Sierra
than the
says.
restraining order.
Yeah, the restraining order.
You know, the restraining order.
Yeah. For Mary, I guess she wins. My wife still wants to push to get her to pay our legal fees. We will see what to do on Monday. However, she was able to destroy Josh's support system with one lie. I was helping Josh through the whole divorce process, but now he's on his own.
Ooh.
I also do not think many of my friends would be kind to him after the shit he tried to do at my house. I feel bad for him, and I know he needs support and professional help. However, I did my part, and I hope he understands what's right for him in the future. Thanks again for so many helpful comments. My wife also wants to thank all of you, and I am glad that this is over now. And there are some relevant comments, but while I'm reading these relevant comments, I want to ask y'all, would you stop being friends with Josh over this? Let us know. So, relevant comments. Commentator asked Josh if he's going to stay with Mary or not. OP says, I do not know if Josh is going to stay with her. However, he is an adult. It's his decision. However, he has a pattern where Mary makes him believe everything is his fault, and he just goes with it. Gaslighting to the max. We will discuss the next steps with the lawyer tomorrow. An amazing cabinet 1404 says, at this point, yeah, they do. OP unfortunately needs to realize the friend he knew his whole life is gone. She fundamentally changed him for the worse as a person, and he has no hope of returning to that person once she's out of his life. OP says, I hope Josh finds the confidence to do the right thing. It's always sad to see how she treats her. I was also very upset that Mary blamed the whole thing on Josh, which was also his fault, and got to act like a victim and a saint in front of everyone.
Yeah, she sounds like a nightmare.
Absolute nightmare. But what's never a nightmare is Madam Midnight joining our Lil Sillies, our private membership squad. You get early access to our videos because our live streams on Tuesdays are members only after the stream ends. So you can see all of those members only live streams after if you want the raw, uncut versions. But yeah, going to the comments, Laundra Mary Scott says, definitely our out. At least he decided to finally be done with Mary.
Yeah.
Breezy Bree says, I will never stay friends with someone who hit me. Absolutely not. If they do it again, I will never be with them. Oh my God. Thank you, Riley.
I was going to say,
I'm so hungry.
What's 5?
Sophia, can you read the next story? Because
Oh,
need
yeah,
to eat
yeah,
this
yeah.
burrito. I'm
For
so hungry.
sure.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I agree. I don't think I've ever wanted to hit someone.
Really?
I feel like that's crazy.
You've never wanted to hit someone ever.
Like, actionably.
You've hit me.
That doesn't count.
Never, like ever
That
since
doesn't
you've
count.
moved in here, you've never wanted to hit anyone.
No.
Thank goodness.
I don't have those like emotions. I don't have like
Also,
hitting
Sam
emotions.
G, thanks for the $20. We appreciate you.
Okay, wait. What story are we on?
I think we're on
322 S5.
Breezy Bree says your siblings.
Yeah,
Tracy
exactly. It
Ison
doesn't
says
count.
get married. I mean,
Who?
get married again after the divorce, I
Oh.
guess. Kayla V says
Who are
it's
you
hard to
talking?
leave a relationship even when hit. It can be different for other types of relationships. Yeah. How close are we to 2 hours? So we are at an hour 37. What are we at right now, Riley?
We're at an hour 37. Let me Let me do my calculations, and I'll let you know.
So Riley's gonna do the calculations.
Wait, 22?
Huh? What?
23.
322, right, Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
322.
So we are gonna go for another hour if we hit that 200. Riley's doing his quick maths,
Yep.
but I think we're fairly close.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
think we may be at like 180 or something.
I'm gonna start from the bottom.
I might have Sophia and y'all read this one solo while I take a quick break to get some
Solo. You
water and
always
such.
have something to do. Here, you want some of my water?
Um,
Can I borrow your phone? I cannot find it.
what do you mean?
I cannot
Give
find
me.
it.
Wait.
I'm
What
struggling.
is it? Oh, because it's
322.
Can you put it in recording, Riley?
Recording?
You've tricked me.
Oh, is it not in
Put
recording?
it
It's
in a
not in
different
recording.
place.
I thought it was.
One
boom.
sec, y'all.
Riley's
While we
bamboozled
add-
me.
We're
So here we go. I got it right there. Also,
Nice.
so I'm gonna come back in a little bit. But a question. So the girl that I saw last night, for all of you that were wondering, yes, I was on a date last night. It went very well. She texted me earlier today and said, "Thanks again for dinner. I had a great time." Smiley face. Should I respond like immediately, being like, "Great time. Here's the next date. We're going to the Getty. We're going to a museum. We're going rock climbing." Like,
You
should
say,
I?
hey, great. Also had a great time.
When
Would
are you
love to
free
hang out
next?
again. When are you free next?
Yeah, so
and then wait
immediately
until
go
confirm.
into the next-
Yeah, absolutely.
The next date. I don't know. What do you guys think? I would love to know. But Sophia, you got the next one up.
I've got the next story while everyone's thinking of.
And Riley,
That's
what are we at in donations right now?
I'm sorry.
Oh, still doing the calculations.
Still doing the calculation.
Okay. Well, while Riley's do the calculations, Sophia,
I'm
hit
gonna
us.
read that next story. All right, buckle up, folks. I won a lawsuit against a guy who tried to force me out of business because I broke his local monopoly.
Wait. S5.
Sorry guys.
All is well.
My bad. You probably already read that story.
All is well.
S5. Okay. Today I effed up and got caught fox hunting, and now I stink. What a title.
Fox hunting?
Yeah, now they stink.
Are
like
foxes
metaphorically.
stinky?
I don't know.
Huh.
I'm wondering if they're like, oh, I stink, you know,
Yeah.
or they are stinky.
Or are stinky like they got skunked?
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's true.
Yeah.
Well, Pebble Demon says, today I effed up and got caught fox hunting, and now I stink. This is an ongoing situation for me. This happened before. Heard from a close friend that he mentioned this elsewhere on here, and it got a little attention. So I thought I'd come here and share my side of the story. I'm part of an informal hunting club, group of friends that I only recently joined, trying to make friends that organizes hunting activities together. Usually deer or bird, nothing special. One day, someone had the bright idea to try a fox hunt. I was a bit skeptical because of the legal/ethical implications, but somehow got sold that LARPing as British noblemen might be fun to try for one afternoon to see if I liked it.
That sounds so fun, actually. Well, maybe not killing the fox.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to kill the fox, but I would
But I
love
would like to LARP
like,
at British noblemen.
I just want to go LARPing, quite frankly.
LARPing is pretty fun.
I've never gone LARPing, and I feel like that's my vibe.
You never gone
I've
LARPing?
never gone LARPing.
You know I've gone LARPing before.
I know because you asked me if I wanted to go LARPing, but I had a performance that weekend,
All
so I
right.
couldn't come.
You would have liked that. It was fun.
Yeah.
We should go.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We'll make a video about it.
Yeah, LARPing.
Every part of our lives has to be videoed. Anyway, so OP says, try anything once, right? So a small group of us decided to do it with hounds, etc. With hounds, that's fun.
So I'm eating a burrito right now.
He's eating. Oh,
LARPing
yeah.
is live action role play.
Yeah, it's like you go. So like Renaissance fairs are a kind of a type of LARPing. It's a blast. You can dress up, play a character. It's fun. Anywho, well, apparently the wife or girlfriend of someone in the group had notified Fish and Wildlife Services, and I got charged for illegal fox hunting, which I'm not complaining. It was a really dumb decision. She snitched on them. I feel that's a bummer.
Wait.
I guess they shouldn't have been hunting. Yeah, maybe that's.
So you're
that's
saying
fine.
like you wouldn't snitch if someone was doing that?
I probably would have talked to them first. I would have been like, "Hey, you can't do that. That's illegal."
To
And
a
then
bunch of men that are LARPing at the moment. Nothing against LARPing, but like they're in the zone.
You're right. I guess I would have called him out on it. I would have been like, "Hey,
Call them out-
wildlife
call them out or
services,
call the
these
cops?
men are LARPing, and you need to catch them. Go get them." Anyway, I agreed to deal for a punishment that I thought was letting me off very easy. No jail time, no hunting for a year, and only 30 days of probation / modified house arrest. The only catch being that for those 30 days, I'd have to keep an open bottle of fox urine in every room of my house. Wait, what? Wait, is this a
What?
is this a legal punishment?
This is. I mean, this
A
is
judge?
England.
What?
This is in England, right?
Yeah, a judge in England was like, "I'll let you off, but you have to have an open jar of fox urine in every."
I mean, that's a pretty severe punishment. How do you check on that?
you just go to the house.
Where's your fox urine?
They send the police officers in. They're like, "It don't smell in here." That's crazy. My attorney advised me that there's likely nothing illegal about a punishment like this, and similar oddball punishments have been administered in various cases before. It's a probation condition that's related to the crime. If I appealed, I could likely get out of it, but that would result in a new sentence, which likely would involve jail time. They should do that here.
I would love to be a judge and just
It's
give
like,
the
you can
weirdest.
you can either go to jail.
Or you
Or-
could milk 100 goats a day and give me a coffee.
Yeah,
With
I
goat
think
milk.
that's great. I like that.
I want more weird punishments. I'm sick of jail time.
Yeah, boring. Jail time does nothing for no one.
Oh, wow. Also, so right now we're at 144 minutes in the live stream. We have a $198.90.
Oh my God, someone.
So if
in
we
there.
get over 200, we will go for an additional hour.
How many hours have you gone for?
We've gone right. We're about to go for 2. That means we'll
Yeah.
go for 3. John, you want to sub in?
Let's do it.
All right, Johnny boy. is
While we're
coming in.
subbing in,
Wait,
let's
you
take a
gotta-
look at the comments.
You can't sit there, John. I'm sorry.
Do we have to swap?
Yeah.
Fire drill. Let's do it.
Yay. Then you get to see
Swap.
me. What's up? Little dance.
Censorship, baby.
Little dance. And look who it is.
Wait, I wanted to read the comments to see what everyone
Yes,
else
let's
thought
talk to the
about.
people. What's up?
So we just recently, this guy got in trouble for illegal fox hunting. He was LARPing. And then his punishment, his legal punishment, was that he had to have open jars of fox urine in all of the rooms in his house. Wow. This is in England.
Yeah.
I guess that's a thing.
They're
That's
whack.
crazy. Wait,
Oh, did we just get our
Riley, do you
Yep.
need that screen back? You remember how to get it?
I know how to get it.
You know how to get it?
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to wait. One.
Woo.
We're
That's
over.
got to be it.
We're over.
We gotta do
We did it.
Yeah, well, we definitely
3 more.
are over
One
now.
more hour. One more hour. Guys, I'm whoa!
Oh my God.
At midnight. Also, guys, I'm trying not to
Trying to
yell
get
too
this-
loud because
I
poor,
appreciate it.
poor Sophia's ears have been.
Sam and Riley
in
did not
pain.
care.
We're working.
I am attempting to express joy in a appropriate volume level.
Ow.
Just kidding.
Wait, I
kidding,
wanted. Okay, let's read these comments and see what they have to say about
Yes,
the urine.
absolutely.
Could you go up a little bit?
Yes.
Thank you. Caleb VA says it is a valid punishment to fit the crime. So true. Kirby Ray says, yeah, the smell will bake. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm
though.
very sensitive to like senses. Just senses.
Because you said In and Out was stinky. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Okay, and I just to preface that, I love In-N-Out. I just think if it's in a car, we were playing this game and everyone was like, In-N-Out's not stinky, but it like by the definition, it does create a stink.
As I scent.
It has a scent that is strong. But
I'll give you a stank.
yeah, the stink.
Yeah.
Brittany says, I bought coyote urine recently as a pet safe pest deterrent, and they harvest it by putting trays under caged coyotes, assuming same for foxes.
Wow.
Oh, that makes sense.
I saw a coyote in my neighborhood.
Oh, V.
Recently.
Sorry, Kayla V. Thank you.
Kayla V. Thank you. Thank y'all. Who else we got?
You saw a coyote?
Yeah. At
Where?
like 2 a.m. One of the nights we were like up
Wow.
really late.
One time
cool.
I was in my neighborhood back home. I was just like walking in my like suburban neighborhood
Mhm.
with my dad and our dog. This is during the pandemic, and a coyote walked literally right past us down the street. and none of us thought, like, we did a double take because we thought it was a
Right.
dog, and
Right.
we turned back, and because like our dog didn't notice,
Yeah.
literally like that close, and we looked back, we're like, was that a coyote? Just like walking around the streets.
Dude,
Yeah.
this OP should have been coyote hunting. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's
They're
an issue out here.
everywhere.
Any other comments we got before we get back in?
Oh, Kitty B. I fostered a baby fox orphan, and I had to give her away because I knew I would not be able to keep her in such a small environment. She wasn't stinky yet, but I knew she would be as an adult. So is it a thing that foxes are stinky? Or is it just their urine?
I mean, they are wild.
I guess.
Wild.
That's
Also,
true.
shout out to you, Kitty B, for like doing the right thing of both
Yeah.
nurturing it and then knowing when to release it back. Like, shout out to you.
So true.
So true.
Well, let's get back into this story.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm only about. So I took the deal. I didn't think it would be so hard. I was wrong. I'm only about 2 weeks into it now, and it really, really sucks. I stink, and it's getting to the point that showers aren't helping. I can leave the house, go outside, etc. between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. every day, but I have to spend my nights inside, and it's getting worse every day. Plus, I'm alone. My wife took the kids to spend the month at her mom's place so they don't have to deal with this odor. I expected it to stink, but I also thought I'd get used to it after a while, like I have with any other bad smell. But for some reason, it's not happening. It's getting worse and affecting me more every day. I don't know why, and sometimes I wonder if I can make it another 2 weeks. Also, it doesn't even smell like urine, not even like a really unclean bathroom.
Huh.
It's somehow way, way worse than that and very pervasive. I know I shouldn't be complaining, and I guess it beats a year in jail, which I might get if I violate probation, but man, this stinks. Literally.
Yeah.
I do feel bad, and I researched the cruelty of the style of fox hunting. Now I almost feel trapped and cornered and anxious in here, sort of like the foxes do. Maybe that's the point, to make me reflect on it. And then there is an update.
Yes.
But we did get some new donations.
Wow, we did, guys. We're up to 215. Thank you to Marquita, Martika Waterman. Shout out to you for the $5. Hello, how are you guys? Miss Sam, but you guys are both amazing and make my day. Big Protein, you're amazing too. Dang right he is.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone. Also, what was it? Kayla Viz 27 said tomato juice bath, and then someone else said
That's good.
Yeah.
lemon or lime juice bath. Is that not an option here?
I think the problem is that even if he washed, it would come back.
Because it's sitting right
Because
there.
it's sitting, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
but
right.
I guess, this punishment is working because he's like, I will never hunt
Yeah.
a fox again. He's really connecting to the fox.
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
what was he doing in the LARPing? Was he like straight
He
up
was
like
fox hunting. They had
like
hounds.
how?
They didn't explain. They just said we were LARPing, like old British royalty. We had hounds.
Okay.
But you know what I'm wondering? I want to know what happened to the other guys who were there. Because he went with his friends, and then one of his friends' wives called
the cops on
yeah,
them?
called the cops on them. yeah. Like reported them.
Whoa.
And so I want to know if the other friends got this
For real?
yeah.
Is he the fall
is he-
guy?
yeah, is he
Did
the only fox?
They all went into the interrogation room. They
Yeah.
all took a plea deal to
Yeah.
dump it all on him. So it was
Yeah.
all. At first, it was going to be one room of urine.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's every room in
yeah,
the
they were
house.
all like, he was the only one there.
the mastermind.
He was the mastermind. He forced us to do it.
Wow, we cracked. This just became a true crime podcast.
It did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also,
we're cracking the case.
You got to think about it's open for a month. Think of all the clothes, all the stench.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be in
everything.
everything. You're done. You have to move after this.
Burn the
Jonathan-
house down.
You're done. Jonathan said that is a cruel and unusual punishment with an emphasis on the unusual.
I think it's genius.
Yeah. It's cruel, but also it's clever.
Yes, and like other than smell, kind of harmless. Basically, it just smells bad, right?
But honestly, like
But it's worse. It's torture.
again, like I have such a thing about like senses, like
Yeah.
sensory things, like like loud noises, smells. It like
Probably
really
starts
hits
hurting
me. Yeah,
After a while, yeah.
it really hits me. So I feel like it could not last. I wouldn't go fox hunting in the first place, but if somehow I got there. But let's read about this little update.
Let's get into it.
My foxy punishment is over, but my suffering is not.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
no. In short, let's skip forward. Updates. Okay. Not gonna lie, I started to feel a little crazy. Oh, things got worse after my original post. It became totally permeating and inescapable. And like I mentioned before, somehow I never got used to it, like I have with any other strong smell I've experienced in my life. I had been burying my head in my pillow at night to try and escape the worst of the stench, but eventually even the pillow started to stink, and then strongly stink. Desperately wanting to open a window, but knowing even that would violate my probation. I think someone said, can he open a window? He can't.
Wow.
And knowing that my PO wasn't above a middle of the night visit as she had proven, I'd wake up in the night gagging often. My sleep got all messed up. Showers went from barely helping to not helping at all. In fact, I felt like they were even making it worse since the humidity was spreading the smell around from the open bottle I had to keep in the bathroom.
True.
Even she, the PO, started coming less often, saying it was unbearable to even step inside. But she still came enough to keep me honest. I didn't try anything to mitigate it or get out of it, not wanting to risk going to prison. And honestly, part of me sort of felt like I deserved it. I messed with the foxes. I guess it's the foxes getting me back. It was the best feeling a few nights ago when the PO made her last visit and took all of the bottles out of my house. No more having to be inside from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. No more bottles, no more rules to follow. But I have to say, I've really underestimated this, just like I underestimated the effects of fox hunting, I guess. Wow. I don't think life will go back to normal anytime soon. Part of me wonders if I should have just taken jail to spare my family at least. The biggest problem is that the house stinks and everything in it. So bad that I still gag if I walk inside. I've kept all the windows open since probation ended. Big fans, air fresheners, scrubbed carpets, everything. And I don't think it's even making a dent. I got my wife to agree to check me into a cheap roadside motel. I was too ashamed to even go to the front desk smelling like this, where I've been staying since probation ended. But it's not a long-term solution. I might have to call professional cleaners soon, but even that will be embarrassing.
You know what's not embarrassing?
Oh!
Right.
I was
This-
really engrossed in
This
the story.
donation, oh
segue.
my gosh, genuinely love Riley and would be so down. I'm about gender roles and love to cook, clean, and do laundry too. Please be my man. I am old AF. You're never too old. Come on. He's adorable and hopes to find the purple girl. You could be the perfect girl, but just want to say thank you for donating.
Riley made a special
Yeah,
point.
Riley was like, hold on. Let's pause the story.
He was dying laughing in the background while you were reading, and then he was like, he looked at me, and I was like, "It's okay, buddy. You can read it. You great segue. Great segue.
Thank you. Didn't want to
Oh my
interrupt.
gosh! Shout out to you, Miss Bratt. Was it
Yeah, Misfit Brat.
Misfit Bratt?
Misfit
Shout out to
Brat.
you for the $10 donation and your love for good old big protein.
Yeah.
What were you
Kayla
saying,
V-
Sophia?
Oh, I was saying the story.
But hey, we can look at some other comments. What else is out
yeah,
there?
we can pause.
Yeah.
Kayla V says the point is torture to understand theirs, I guess, referring to the foxes. Yeah, he's got to live through what they lived through.
Truly.
Um,
Does it bother them? That's the question.
who?
The foxes.
Their smell. Yeah, they're like, geez, this is horrible.
Yo, I gotta get away from myself.
Yeah. They go to the bathroom and they run away
Yeah, I would.
as quick as possible.
I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, I could not stand that.
Very true. Oh,
That's
here's a great
stench.
question from
Yes.
Baby Godzilla. Hey, Riley, can you enable the option of gifting chat with memberships? I guess Baby Godzilla, maybe clarify, is that like gifting the membership to someone else? Because that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And Sarah Badoff had another great
mad.
idea. No, I'm mad because I gave Riley the $2 for a
Oh my
nip slip
gosh.
and Sam stopped him.
Yeah.
Now that is unacceptable.
They asked me how much a nip slip was, and I just jokingly said $2, and then someone actually did $2, and now
Riley,
someone's upset.
Riley, your self-worth is so much more than that. Guys, we have the big bad platforms looking out on. Oh,
Hey,
And we got another one.
Sabrina,
shout out
10
to you.
Australian dollars. who says payday couple days back and have been waiting for a live to be able to donate.
Hey!
Woo!
Oh,
Thank
thank you so much, Sabrina.
That's so sweet.
Appreciated. So appreciated. Guys, we want to give you the nip slip. I desperately.
Riley's
me,
not mine.
It's personal. It's me personally. Okay?
I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm not giving.
Look, guys, Sophia had a Freudian slip. It's okay. She said what she said. She meant what she meant, but it's all good. Guys, we don't want to get taken down. We want to keep talking to you. We want to keep the stream going. So no matter how much money you throw at our boy, we got to keep it clean.
We
got
gotta
to keep it PG.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you want to see Sam's, just go on
Riley-
the internet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Have you not looked up Samuel Donner
Why
on the
would
internet?
Why would I look that up, Riley?
It's in our ads. It's a whole thing. You guys know.
Yeah.
You guys know. You guys have seen our ads. It's a whole thing.
Ew,
He just got
okay.
salacious, beautiful photos of his body.
Interesting.
Out there.
All right. Well, let's read more of this story.
Back into it.
I also wait. Okay. But the other problem is that I still stink. I've taken 3 showers a day and it's still bad. Every time I think it's getting better. But then if I go on a jog or something, my sweat smells like fox really, really strongly. I can smell myself often and it really grosses me out. I also miss my wife and kids. Who are still staying with relatives. We visited once since probation ended, but I could tell my smell was really offensive to them. They've tried to downplay it, but still, this judge ruined his
Honestly,
life,
I'm
his
kind of
marriage.
beginning to question if the crime fit the punishment.
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
And I don't want to force them into a motel with me, or worse yet, make them live in the unbearably stunk up house. I guess the moral is don't break the law. Don't mess with foxes, I think. That's the moral.
Truly, like,
This really messed me up, and I've been having all of these emotions up and down, emotional ups and downs, and feelings of anxiety I've not really felt before, especially when I was on probation and stuck in there on house arrest. Feeling trapped, nauseous, anxious. I'm not sure if the judge, prosecution underestimated this too when we did the plea deal, or if they knew how bad this would affect me. But I have to say I'm surprised. I never thought this would be as horrific as it has been. But I think I'm done with hunting altogether, at least for now. I can't stand the thought of thinking about animals in an enjoyment context when I literally smell like one and I'm still feeling a bit sick. Certainly never skirting the law again.
wow. Is that the end of our saga?
That's the end of the Fox saga.
Yeah, I think, guys, was the punishment just? Yes or no? Was the punishment just? I mean, what do we think?
I don't know if it was. At first I was like, oh, he's really but okay, I don't know. In some ways I think it ruined his entire life.
Yeah.
And I don't know if his marriage and his relationship with his kids will ever recover.
God.
But also, you know, he's never going to touch those foxes.
Yeah.
Like if there was a way to, you know, really get someone to understand their wrongdoings, their misdeeds, I guess this was it.
It's this.
Do you think he's ever gonna go LARPing again?
He's done with foxes and he's also done with LARPing. Like he's never
got
going to a
trauma.
vet fair.
Too
He's
much
like,
trauma
I can't do it.
associated.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how long was it? Was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. And he was like, I can't even do that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe I'm gonna say 4 to 7 days.
I think it could have been shorter. Yeah.
Could have been shorter. I
Yeah.
think. I do like the idea of like doing the P to like, okay, look, don't do this. But it is torture.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Yeah.
Probably.
At a certain point when he's going crazy, you're just torturing this man.
Because
and
also he's
that's
locked in his
unethical.
house.
He's locked in his
That's
house.
the other thing
he
too.
can't open his windows.
Yeah.
He's losing sleep. That's like fully just torture. at that point.
It is straight up. It is straight up torture.
Like a type of torture is keeping someone awake.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's I wonder if like the judge didn't think anyone would take that punishment.
Honestly, I don't
He
know
was
if
like,
he understood the
"Ooh."
I love OKOP so much. It has helped me with my worst times. I've been around for around 1.5 years. Thank you all so much for making my day. That's so sweet. Absolute Melancholy, you're absolutely the most incredible
you do not
person.
make me melancholy.
No, the opposite.
There's another one. Martika sent $4.99
Again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Who said, I need to send my crazy story about my ex-husband and also my ex. No, after my traumatic divorce. Yes, please do send.
Martika, you can send it to r/OKOP show or call 440-507-6567. Did I say that right? 440-508-6567.
Oh wait,
Get our line.
it was 2 months. Did I get that wrong? I thought maybe he had 2 weeks left when I was.
Oh.
It was 2 weeks left.
2 weeks.
Wow.
But he had to do it for a full month.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
And week
30
2, he
days.
was like, I can't do this
You had
anymore.
to do it for 30 days. Yes. That's so much worse than I thought.
That's
Wow.
insane.
That's torture.
Yeah, crime does not fit the
Crime does
punishment.
not
But
fit,
again,
yeah.
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Does the crime fit the punishment? Yes or no? I'd be very curious.
You know
see.
what I want you to not punish me with, but pleasure me with?
What?
Yeah.
This next story.
I will pleasure you so hard. Okay, this is 322 S6.
S6.
Let's freaking do it. My entire family just ate my cannabis butter. What do I do? In case you forgot, this is OKOP, where we tell the craziest, highest true stories on earth. I'm John and Sophia.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Take him to the hospital, maybe.
True.
I mean, I guess depending on how much they ate. But they seem to have ate it all.
Definitely tell them at least.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm sorry, you've been dosed.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, not I'm sorry, like you're welcome.
You're welcome.
We're
you've been
about
dosed.
to have you're about to have a great hang.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just kind of have to take care of them, keep an eye out on them.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, get them a lot of food.
Well,
Snacks.
let's see what happens here. And
Before we do, April
Yes.
Hendricks said, do we not see the Facebook donations? I don't know if that's...
oh,
I'll go to Facebook. I'll check it
yeah,
out.
we'll go to Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I don't
Sorry
think we
if
do.
we
Thank you.
I've been missing your
Honestly,
donations.
I didn't know. Maybe check Twitch as well. Twitch and
Yeah.
Facebook. If any of
I
y'all
don't think
have,
we got to set up on Twitch.
we don't have it set
Maybe
up on
this whole
Twitch.
time we've been at like 4 hours and we didn't even know.
Here we are. Yeah, we'll check those Facebook donations. Thank you for shouting that out. What was the commenter again?
Let me.
April
let us see.
Hendricks?
April Hendricks. Shout out to you, April Hendricks.
Thank you, April.
We appreciate you. So let's get into this, and I have an okay story time at the
Hell
end.
yeah, about cannabis.
So, guys, my naive mother used my can of butter to make dinner with. Apparently, we were out of real butter, and she used mine because she thought it was quote unquote vegan butter.
It said CANNABUTTER.
We don't know. She thought it's probably like homemade, like in a maybe like
he
a different
made-
color,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, oh, this is like
So it
vegan
could have
butter.
been vegan butter. Okay.
Yeah, which maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's vegan.
Maybe it's vegan and
It could be.
Yeah.
Everyone could be right.
super beneficial.
My entire family just ate chicken made with high quality can of butter. I wonder what the dosage is if we'll figure out.
I want to look up what CANNABUTTER is after.
True. We can do that. We have
Is
the
this a
power.
brand?
It's just so they take cannabis oil and infuse it in
Okay.
butter, whatever foods that you want.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like concentrated,
so
yeah,
anyone
concentrated
can make
cannabis
this.
oil.
It's not, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Of course. I have around 45 minutes before it kicks in. The clock starts. What do I do? And we have a series of edits here. Number 1, sorry about the typo. Oh, was in a hurry. Edit 2, guys, I know I can just come clean and tell them. I will if it gets to that point where they're freaking out or something. I'm trying very hard to avoid them ever having to know.
Ooh.
Guys, should we tell them? Yes or no?
Ooh.
Tell the fam yes or no. What if they're like super religious or I don't know, some, you know, there could be Zachy. I see our editor Zachy in the chat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I think that you should always tell someone if they've
Yeah.
if they've consumed a substance, you should always let them know.
100%. Like
Yeah.
even if you get punished, I think maybe
Yeah.
if OP is like super young, like 17 or 16 or something, maybe like, oh my god, like my world is
Yeah.
over. But when you're
Yeah.
older, it's like there's real medical,
yes,
real
yes.
whatever stuff on the line.
Yeah, if you accidentally give someone cannabis, let them know.
Tell them.
Tell them.
Edit number 3. No, guys, I'm not going to record it and embarrass my family for karma.
Yeah.
Oh, on Reddit. Oh, my God. Reddit is
Yikes.
crazy. Real quick, before the next one, we have Sabrina Sarid. And that's all I can donate, 10 Aussie dollars. Love you guys. Sam and John and Riley. You are like the cool big brothers we never knew we had. And Sophia is a little sis that we love.
Big brother.
Don't make
Thank
me
you.
cry on the stream, okay? Oh,
That
my
makes us
heart.
sweet.
Oh, God. Be worse, people, okay? You're too incredible. Stop it, okay? Oh, gosh.
Look at
Shout
it,
out to you.
flustered.
I'm just
Blushing.
blushing over here. Edit number 4. I think they are all starting to feel it.
Oh, no.
Still haven't told them
I
anything.
want to know if the chicken was good.
True. I think I'm in denial about this whole thing. Edit number 5. My mother just asked me if there's anything wrong with my vegan butter. They're onto him. I decided to tell her it was really old, so they will all just think that it's food poisoning or something. Edit number 6. I think my sister fell asleep. My dad is in some kind of trance with a giant smile on his face. He doesn't seem to be freaking out. My mother, on the other hand, is going apeshit and wants to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
My uncle keeps trying to talk her out of it because no one can drive, so we would have to pay for an ambulance.
What about OP?
OP, I guess, didn't eat any.
Yeah, I know. Why can't he drive?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Wait,
Wait, I'm wondering if like they're all like going crazy and he's like, "Oh, yeah, me too." Whoa.
oh, OP. That like makes you even more. Is OP
Yeah.
the a-hole right now?
Yes.
Yes or no?
For
Yes.
not telling them.
Guys, put is OP the a-hole? Yes or no? Let us know. But we have more, I'm afraid.
Uh-oh.
Edit number 7. What the F, guys? My uncle is barely affected and laughs his ass off every time he looks at me. I think he
that's
knows.
not barely affected.
I think maybe he's affected, but maybe he's
not like freaking out.
I think he uses it and he
Oh.
knows what
Gotcha.
OP did. And he's like,
Mhm.
buddy, I know what you're up to.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a big update in edit number 8. Okay, so my uncle definitely knows the jig is up. He noticed what it was when he ate it, but he didn't say anything about it for whatever effing reason until after everyone ate it. Well, you could have told everyone too, OP.
Yeah, I'm wondering because when did OP figure out that the mom had used his butter?
Before everyone ate it. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Wait.
OP's the A-hole.
Actually, hold
Okay.
on. Let me double check
Let's
that.
double check these infos.
So we were out of real butter. My mom used
Yeah.
vegan butter, and we made chicken. Okay, this was right after he realized it. I have 45 minutes before it kicks in.
Okay,
meaning
so he
it had
realized
already been
after
consumed.
they'd
Yes,
eaten
he
it.
did
Okay.
realize after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still
'cause-
the a-hole for not telling them.
Because then, for sure. But yeah, then he could have made up something like, it's spoiled, or I don't know, just slapped
Yeah.
it out of people's hands
Yeah.
or whatever. That's what I would have done.
Stop!
Stop! No!
Poison!
Poison chicken. So back to the story. The uncle now knows. My uncle approached my dad about it, who said he had no idea, but that my mom used my quote-unquote vegan butter. So my uncle told him what was up. So that is why my father has not been freaking out. My father is slightly more liberal about drugs than I thought. Apparently, he smoked in high school, but still didn't recognize the taste. He's the type who likes Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump, so I'm kind of surprised.
He's liberal?
He's more
Like,
liberal than he
at
thought.
drugs. Okay.
Yeah, on that one specific issue. My father keeps trying to get pissed and scold me, but the weed is preventing him from being mad for more than 30 seconds. My sister has locked herself in her room since after dinner, so I assume, and I hope that she is just sleeping. Something could be going wrong. You don't know. My mother, on the other hand, who 100% has never done any drugs, including alcohol, coffee, or cigarettes,
Are
nothing.
they Mormon?
Maybe, or maybe just like super religious from some other denomination. She has been having an intense existential crisis. Mom going through ego death over here.
Oh my god.
I can get into more details about that later. She is greening out at this point and just threw up. Dude, I'm hoping that she puked out some of the THC. But it could have already absorbed into her body. I don't know. Yeah, take her to a hospital, bro.
If she's greening out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had intense reactions before, and it is so disorienting. And to not know,
Yeah.
at least I know, like, okay, this is how this
Yeah.
happened.
She doesn't know why it's happening. And, and she's asked to be taken to the hospital.
Dude.
And he won't take her.
This is bad. My uncle has been doing a pretty great job of talking her down and convincing her to write it out. She still thinks that it's food poisoning. So some of you guys don't understand that my mother cannot know that she took weed. It would make the situation 100 times worse. I will keep you guys updated if anything happens. And guys, we have more edits, but we got to take a quick pause right here.
Take a pause.
Yeah, just take her to the ER, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she'll freak out and be like, "Oh no, I don't know." I mean, yes, I could see in some scenarios, but I think it doesn't seem like it's like, "Hey, there's this rule in our religious text that says this, and my mom lives and dies by that." We're not hearing that.
Yeah.
So like, I'm assuming she's just like, it's the optics of not wanting to be known as someone who
this is like a medical thing now,
but it's a medical emergency.
She's like vomiting.
It does not matter. I think OP and the family is like, they're more worried about getting in trouble with her than they are about her actual health.
Yeah.
At this point.
Which is, and no one's checking on the sister.
Bro, the sister just locked in the room.
They're like, I think she's in the other room.
Yeah,
she's
we don't
probably
know.
fine.
She could be like just on the roof, just hanging out. We really don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what you guys are thinking in the comments. Laura Lynn says, I can understand not talking to her or not taking her to the hospital, but not telling her I'm not taking her is kind of cruel. Nita says the ER won't do anything but give her fluids and a huge bill. Maybe. I mean, I guess, well, what do you do?
I don't know. I've never
Eat a lot of food.
Been in a situation where I was
like
out,
to absorb it in your stomach. Honestly, one time for me, like the room was just spinning so hard, I laid down and just watched The Office for like 4 hours. That was like all I could do. And just like, just laying there. Angry Cheez-It says, oof, gosh, I greened out at home at a house party once slash art showing. That sounds like a cool shindig. And again, once when I was on acid and edibles. Neither affected me so bad that I had a horrible time. Just a reminder not to do too much THC all at once. Yeah, guys, be careful
don't eat
out
whole
there.
chicken's worth.
Don't eat a whole rotisserie chicken. Oh, Sierra said, in regards to like what can the ER do, give you a snack in an IV bag. That's it. I mean, an IV?
Yeah.
Like, that seems helpful.
Yeah, it definitely could be a case of like they go to the ER and
nothing
happens. But I think someone else, there were two. Bernie Hart Dragon said they're allergic, and then someone above said they're allergic to I think too. I don't know if we could go back up. But the point is, there's a possibility that the mom could be allergic, and so it's just, I think, like safety. You know, if she's vomiting, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, just
if she was like not vomiting and she was just kind of a little, crazy, then I would be less inclined to be like, go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting high, our cameras are getting high on heat. Riley, do we need any? We're good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into the story with edit number 9. Just to make sure everything is cleared up. Number 1, my sister has been in her room the entire time since after dinner. This isn't strange for her, so I think she's sleeping. You don't know.
Why is no one checking on her?
Everyone's just refusing to check on her. That's kind of
like,
crazy.
I think.
Number 2, my dad knows because my uncle told him. Number 3, my uncle knows because he's an effing pothead. Number 4, my mother's feeling better. She is laying down on her bed at this point. She had some kind of epiphany about how boring her life is and how she wishes she never gave up doing her artwork, etc., etc. She got sick for a while, but appears to be better now. Number 5, and for the 100th time, my mother cannot know that she took weed. Me, my uncle, and my dad all decided it's an awful idea. She has no idea what weed is. All she knows about it is from Reefer Madness era stuff. It will definitely freak her out way, way worse if she knew. I don't know. I don't know if I'm with
I
that.
don't know. It feels infantile, like infantilizing.
If she took like a little bit that
yeah,
was basically had no
nothing.
effect on her whatsoever,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, just to not have her have a panic attack. But
Yeah.
she's just like,
this is
she's
a
bugging.
whole grown woman. Yeah, she might freak out, but I don't know. It
You
feels
can-
a little bit infantilizing for all of the dad, the uncle to be like, we can't
Yeah.
tell her, even though she's very affected by it.
yeah, infantilizing. That's a good word.
Thank you.
It's a good word. Guys, drop your favorite SAT word in the chat
Yeah,
below.
get them in there. What's the Latin roots to all those words?
Yeah. Etymology? Yes.
Etymology.
Etymology. There we go. I knew I would get it. All right. Edit number 10. Please let this be a cautionary tale to never have drugs in the family fridge. Yes.
Yeah.
Edit number 11. I will try to update in a couple of days after all the aftermath with more details. Me and my uncle decided to eat the rest of the can of butter.
That's so. Oh, not the chicken.
No.
I
love how
they
they're
put
like-
the butter in it. What?
Say what?
Oh, I wonder what they put the butter in.
Yeah, that's a great, like, hopefully they didn't just eat just straight freaking
Yeah, they're like-
butter. That's gross.
You.
Oh my God. Edit number 11. I will, I already read that. So I won't update here unless something especially crazy happens. Edit 12. Okay, guys, I added spaces between sentences, and no, I'm not a vegan. I guess answering some questions there.
Not
And
butter.
so we've reached the end of, he had this like string of like 12 rapid fire edits. Now we're getting a big update. And you know, I'll save the title, but I'm going to read the update title in a bit.
Yeah.
Do we think, what do we think? What do we think the punishment should be?
For a pee?
Yeah. What's a worthy punishment?
He has to have Fox pee in all of his rooms.
In just his room, maybe, because
Yeah, just his room. Yeah. Yeah. He has to eat a little bit of can of butter.
yes, he has to get like
He has to green out.
insanely high.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to get so high that he never wants to do anything
Any
weed
butter.
related
Yeah.
ever again in the rest of his life. Ooh.
Oh, Bernie Heart Dragon, are you saying, is that your word or is that the punishment?
No, the punishment, I think.
Oh,
I think
God.
homelessness is the punishment. Right? I mean, homeless isn't an SAT word. That's a pretty straightforward word right there.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh. Chump P says he has to drink bong water. Yeah, that's disgusting. Court the Brave says no cannabis for 3 months. The inverse of ours, I would say no cannabis for like a year at least. If it's taking away, it's got to be that. Oh, April Hendrick says he's got to get kicked out. Sierra says OP should be sentenced to randomly getting drugged with the can of butter so that he greens out.
Oh, my God. Do you wanna just
Wow, going hard.
roofie this guy with a can of butter?
The Raven says cooking a non-THC meal for the whole family while really high. I'll be honest,
Ooh,
that would
that's
be torture
fun.
for me. That would be
That's our next
torture.
video.
Torture. Which our editor Zachy hopped in the chat. We actually had a hilarious video getting nail extensions on edibles, which actually was a very good time for me. I've had a lot of worse times, but I'm doing better because Chris Lee donated 5 buckaroonies,
Woo.
saying that my dog ate half a roll, threw up, peed herself several times, was super lost the whole night. The next morning, she was perfect. Mom will be fine. Wow. Oh wait, half a Chris Lee, could you elaborate? Half a roll of what? Half like a joint, half a roll of like edible
Little
gummies.
baggy.
Like half a roll.
I don't think it would be a roll of gummies.
I think I'm guessing like a joint or like something like that. But whew, let us know, Chris Lee. But we're getting into this update. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Just disrupting the whole stream over here.
I'm so sorry.
Playing with your Legos?
Yes.
Question mark?
I need something to do with my hands.
A fidget Lego.
This is my fidget toy.
Well, guys, are you ready for this title?
Yes.
Today I effed up by feeding my funny can of butter, and now I'm homeless.
For real? Who called that? Someone called that.
Somebody called that.
Jesus.
Technically, this happened yesterday. This is an update to my original post. I'm posting what happened in r/trees. That's a funny subreddit for this to be under. Since it got removed, I wanted to post it here to have closure. Okay, I got lazy, tried to do and ask me anything. I decided to delete it and take the time to write up the story. Let's just start from when me and my uncle decided to eat the cannabis butter. He's kind of old, so he passed out after about an hour after his extra butter kicked in. My mother ended up having some kind of spiral revelation. I didn't really understand most of it. She did a little bit of artwork. Dude, see, she got inspired.
She was like, my life is meaningless.
Yes.
I have to join the dance.
The dance. They desperately need me. This butter is making me realize I need to slide across the floor with my gracious dance moves and also paint my beautiful sculptures at the same time. We improv'd off that one, ladies and gentlemen.
I was trying to think of the word ballet academy, but I
Ballet
couldn't think of
academy.
the dance.
The dance.
Sorry. Okay. Yes. Continue.
I love that. Also, we got to do one of your improv exercises on the stream.
Sure.
Sometime.
I'll
at some
bring
point.
them.
I could be like an okay story time.
Okay.
thing
Okay. Improv.
at the end. Okay, improv. Ooh, that sounds fun. We are one of the top improv comedy podcasts.
For real?
For real.
That's crazy.
Yes, right.
It's because of me. I'm bringing all the improv.
True. Dang it. Stealing our thunder.
I'm just kidding.
But so back to the story. So this is when things got a bit bad with the mom doing the artwork. I was asleep at this point, so my sister woke up and thought she was dying and called 911, and then an ambulance came to the house.
Yeah, maybe you should have checked on her. You dweeb.
Exactly. She was just sleeping. Reddit was wrong. She wasn't masturbating. My God.
What?
I don't.
What? Y'all are crazy.
It's Reddit. It's Reddit.
Jesus.
I don't really know 100% what exactly had happened during this time as I was sleeping. The cops woke me up and told me that my uncle told the EMT people that she was high. The EMT people took her to the hospital anyways and also had the cops over. They arrested my uncle on a felony possession.
Wait, are they in a place where this is illegal to have?
I live in a really harsh place for this.
Oh, which is why he didn't want to tell anyone.
Maybe he thought the mom would like call the cops in a
Maybe.
I don't know. Because he had his own weed on him. Oh wow, the uncle was packing.
Jesus.
Jeez. I guess he also took the fall for my sister accidentally getting high as well. Oh my gosh. I can't really confirm any of this because the cops told me, and I don't trust the police nowadays. My mother overall has a positive experience and seemed more content with life and had some spiritual enlightenment or something I can't even describe. She's a complete convert. My theory is that since she has never done any mind-altering stuff, including coffee, cigarettes, etc., getting super high on CANNABUTTER gave her some ayahuasca-type trip. Not sure if this is correct or even possible. I mean, seems plausible. Seems possible.
I think you can have deep thoughts.
Yeah, deep thoughts for sure. Her newfound enlightenment didn't last that long. She found out that she did the devil's lettuce. Me and my mother have always
butter.
The devil's butter. Oh, the
Devil's
counterpart.
butter lettuce.
Oh my goodness.
Genius.
My mother and I have always been on thin ice. She always tries to get me to be religious. I do act like I am most of the time, but she knows that I don't really believe it. She waited for the cops to leave, and then my mom talked to my dad into kicking me out for the CANNABUTTER. Oh my God. I mean, well, guys, should OP be homeless? Yes or no? Should OP be kicked out?
Someone was asking how old OP is. Do we know?
Do we know? Let's take a look up at the top here and see if it has.
I got you.
I want
any sort of info.
Because it feels like he's like 17.
Yeah, that pyro fella. That's his username. So
I don't think it says.
yeah, I think that we're gonna read between the lines here because we don't know for sure that he's probably pretty young. I would say like less than 20 is my guess.
Yeah.
But maybe around
for
like
kicking you out to be like a big deal.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like kicked me out and then I just went back to my apartment. Like not really.
I feel like both him and the uncle are a little bit culpable because the uncle tasted it and didn't say anything.
And then like talk to OP about it.
Talked to
So
OP
he knew.
about it.
He knew.
The dad found out, didn't
Mhm.
go check on the daughter.
Yep.
Didn't tell the wife. So I feel like all these men are, really OP's to blame in the beginning.
Yep.
And then he's still obviously to blame at the end.
Yeah.
But they're all together on this. and-
He's first degree
Yeah.
asshole.
Yes.
And maybe like the dad is or the uncle is second degree and the dad is like third degree.
Yeah. Especially because under the impression that he's younger,
Yes.
they should at least know better.
Exactly, because again, like
Yeah.
I could see a kid be like, "Oh my god, like the world's
Yeah.
gonna end," blah blah. Blah. But as a grown freaking adult,
Yeah.
you got to
To
be like,
oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, no.
"No, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
this is what happened."
No, I
You
think
should
kicking
know.
someone out is harsh.
That is
It's a
harsh.
very harsh punishment.
Well, let's see. Should we do?
Chris Lee says, but I'm really confused. I thought EMTs are not supposed to disclose those things to the police. That is a good question.
We don't know where they live.
Yeah, they might
Um,
have. It seems like it's in an area where it's
Which like I
or at a
think
time when it,
most like states are decriminalizing. Obviously, there
it
could
might
be.
be the amount as well.
Yeah, the amount it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably packing a good amount on him.
Yeah.
But who knows? But getting back to the story, so this is after OP realizes that he's being kicked out of the house for having the CANNABUTTER. I don't think he really wanted to. He's talking about his dad, but he's a really huge pushover, and kind of pussy whipped. So he did it anyways. This kid is like 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
1,000%. They pretty much just opened the door and told me I was no longer welcome there.
Whoa.
I mean, again, assuming he's sub 18,
Young,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
that is
Even like
insane.
18, 19
Yeah.
is pretty wild. I tried to get my laptop and my clothes, but they wouldn't let me even take anything.
What?
I am currently on my phone. Wow. On
Oh
my
my
mobile. Is that an English
God.
thing to say? Like a UK thing? My
What?
mobile?
Yeah.
My mobile.
Oh, someone said they might not be in the U.S. Yeah.
Is weed illegal, like super illegal in the UK?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know if it's illegal.
Drop your guesses down below, and thank you, Molly Thornton, for the $5 donation. I
Yes.
remember seeing your name in donations in previous streams, and maybe even today. So you're the best. Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe Riley, in a bit, we could get a little tally update from
You got
the
it.
screen that we found. But back to the story. So I walked to the nearest gas station, and I have been here for maybe 2 hours or more. I called my friend who will let me stay the night with him, but I have to walk like 5 miles. My uncle is in jail, and I don't know for how long, so I can't get in contact with him. That is
He like that. Wow, that was such like your life gets completely flipped upside down in one night.
low-key shout out to the uncle for kind of not
Yeah.
throwing anyone else under the bus.
Like at least this guy's not in jail.
Yeah, exact. Oh,
Yeah.
I would be like, I would feel so
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah.
Oh my god, for the
Yeah.
uncle.
No, that's like that's so sad.
So yeah, that is the update you guys wanted. If you think this is fake, I don't see any reason to lie about something like this. And if you want to effing troll and downvote, do whatever you want to do. This is for the people who wanted to know what the aftermath was. Also, I would like any useful advice / jokes to lighten the mood that you have. Well, we can't lighten the mood, but you can light up something. I tried to make a joke and it totally didn't work. We have some more rapid fire edits. But before we close out, Jem says it is illegal here in the UK.
Yeah.
But he said miles.
Oh.
That's what threw me off.
What?
And also someone said that he said gas station, not petrol.
Oh, true.
Yeah. We're trying to do some detective work
So
here.
Ivy Bean says Florida. Okay, I've been gaslit this this live stream, Sophia. At
Yeah.
first, people were like, "What was the first story about?"
It was something like Florida is like living on Venice Beach, and John's from Florida, and he also currently lives in Venice Beach.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, like this insane stuff would only happen in Florida. Like only the craziest people live here." And it's like, you know what? This is actually like Venice Beach. Like Venice Beach is really where like just wild, crazy people. I'm from both those places. guys, please stop coming for me.
Yeah.
Please stop trying to dox me. Kayla Viz is Florida born and raised. Let's go. Sarah Radoff says, Jim, Canada legalized it before you guys. We never have. Yeah, Canada has it legal.
Yeah.
I know that. Here we go. Kuth Brave. Here in Iowa, you can get arrested for just a dab pen.
Oh, wow.
So to Sophia's point, maybe it was a state like that.
Yeah.
He had a bunch on him, and that was enough to get arrested. But we're not getting arrested from having $263 in total. Guys, total donations. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Smoking one for me. Thank you, Sarah Batoff. I have a question here.
What's your question?
I've
got an answer, maybe.
If we were kind of assuming that OP was on the younger side, like
Yes.
pre 18.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say OP is, let's say 30 years old.
30 years old?
Let's just say that for
Okay, if he's 30 years old.
hypothetical I'm about to give you. Does the punishment fit the crime if OP is 30 years old?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess. Only because, like, I don't know. Like, I think it's totally fine if people are staying with their parents. But, like, maybe at 30, I'm like, okay.
Well, like, getting kicked out for this specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it seems like the sister is younger. And so I'd be like, well, you did this to your sister, who's a minor.
True.
But it doesn't seem like he's 30, so I don't think it's fair.
Yes, fair enough. Guys, let me know what y'all think. Sarah Batoff says, we did before 2019, but the UK closed everything first, and we follow suit. So I guess talking about the legality in the UK. Riley, maybe we could do some Googles and see if it is legal in the UK. Where else do we think it could possibly be?
I think that this has to be in the U.S. I think it's just in a really,
Yeah.
Boston. There's this new TV show called Ted, and OP reminds me of the cousin because she does weed and stuff like that, and they are pretty weird about it in Boston. So that was my assumption.
Is this the cousin that you compared me to? Or was I someone else in the TED show?
No. My cousin back home is who I compared you back to. The cousin in Ted is very different.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
maybe because the cousin in Ted's thinks similarly to you. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love it.
Cannibalism. What? What did cannibalism brought up?
Shauna Brooks says cannibalism happens in other states. We feed humans to gators here.
So sorry.
Oh, damn! Shauna going hard on
Pardon?
paint over here. My goodness gracious. The Raven says, "Lol does weed, but Boston is pretty liberal." Yeah, Boston is
Okay.
pretty
Good to
liberal.
know. Good to know.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Boston.
Someone
didn't
said
know.
Iowa. I mean, I could see. I don't know, North Dakota. I don't know, some random
Yeah.
state that maybe has just super harsh laws. Baby Godzilla says Facebook is wild over there. And Jessica T says, even though weed is not legal in the UK, loads of people smoke it.
Yes.
And
True
hash, 100%. That makes a lot of sense. What is this? April Hendricks says, replying to Shauna Brooks, 8 years back, and a man ate
a guy's face in Florida.
He was on bath salts.
I think I did hear about that.
Yeah, that's the classic one.
That was John's
classic
uncle.
Florida
Yeah,
man
that's
story.
bro. That's my guy, bro. That's my dog. But yeah. Anyways, guys,
Next story.
I think that's a case closed on
Yeah.
that. What do we have
Is there
up
more?
next? Oh, you know what? Riley's
More?
right. There's a quick rapid fire edits. We'll
my God.
read that while Sophia pulls up the next
Yeah.
story. Edit. My mom got me kicked out, not myself. So I'm wondering what long-term solutions are there to something like this. Excuse me. I'm also trying to brainstorm a way to break into my house to get some stuff. My laptop mostly. My goodness. Well, everyone is asleep. Edit number 2. Guys, I'm not going to the police. I don't trust the cops with anything. Oh, my goodness. Edit number 3. What proof do you guys want that doesn't compromise me and my family's identity. Edit, I don't think you got to prove it to anyone.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Edit number 4, I did try to check on my sister, but her door was locked. Edit number 5, by the way, I'm assuming the EMT just called the actual cops. Who else would call them? Edit number 6, no, guys, I don't want your money, which sounds like you could need it. I'm confused by OP. Edit number 7, apparently AutoMod removed my post from r/trees, but it's back up now. Edit number 8, okay, I'll say that I live in Arizona. Arizona.
I would not have guessed that.
Maybe it's like decriminalized.
Well,
but like
let me
the
see what
amount
year
he
this
has
was.
Well, Arizona is, like there are certain areas. Well, a lot
'Cause
of
my
Arizona
buddy-
is very,
conservative.
My buddy was, because we were in Flagstaff and my buddy got some.
That's right.
This happened 2 years ago.
I think it just depends on the area that you're in Arizona.
Yeah, maybe 2 years ago it wasn't legalized, and the
Yeah.
uncle just had an insane amount on him.
That
It
makes
might
sense.
just be the possession amount.
Yeah, and he's in jail. Like he could be in jail for just like a week or something, or a day, or I don't know. But the final one, so I live in Arizona. If the legal weed law gets passed here, do you think they will let my uncle out of jail? That's the end of the story. Yeah, I mean, that's a big question with a lot of the decriminalization is like so many people are in jail for long, very unjust charges for the possession they had. They're like 20 years ago.
And are still in jail.
And are still in jail.
Even though
in
it's decriminalized.
so many cases.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Arizona laws, an offense if you have 1 ounce of marijuana, nothing more than 1 to 2.5 ounces penalty offense. A felony is more than 2.5 ounces, less than 2 pounds. And also, if you have,
So it's it was the amount.
so it's
So
one of
yeah,
those for
had
sure.
Yeah.
over 2 ounces.
Which is it's just such a stupid thing to get arrested.
It's so
to arrest
dumb.
someone for.
It's so dumb. But guys, that concludes our CANNABUTTER saga. Sophia,
Saga.
what do we got next?
We got another story. All righty, tighty. Am I the a-hole for getting mad at my stepsister for letting our house get robbed? What are your thoughts, John?
Stepsis, defend the fortress.
Yeah.
Fight the robbers with your bare hands.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You should be throwing.
That. Doing, yeah. So show him, Sophia. Show him. There we go. The old 1-2 diddly do. The old fisticuffs.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing.
That's right.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay, so Manetka says, my family's lives got thrown into chaos 3 months ago when my mom got arrested for some financial related crimes. She's probably going away for the next 3 to 8 years. We're losing our house.
Oh my God.
And her and my stepfather are getting divorced. Jesus.
Wow.
There's no good timing for any of this, but it's especially bad now because I'm in college on the other side of the country. My stepfather isn't even in the country right now, deployed. And my only sibling, my stepsister Stacy, only just turned 17. By the time my mom realized she couldn't even make bond, I only had 3 weeks until winter break. So we agreed that it would be okay for me to keep my original flight back while things were still being sorted out. We decided that I'm going to take a semester off school to help out until everything is settled. Obviously, it wasn't ideal to have Stacy hold down the fort for that long, but it's not illegal. The bills were paid and everything, so all she had to do was breathe and not burn the house down. She did not do that. She decided that all this meant that she could do, was that she could do whatever she wanted and moved in with her boyfriend without telling anyone. The house went unattended, and of course, we got robbed. They cleaned the place out. Anything of value that was left after the raid is gone, including basically all of my stuff. That's what I came home to. I immediately called Stacy, but she blocked my number. I only know where she went through social media, and she wouldn't respond to messages there. So I had to start posting about all of this on Facebook to get her to respond.
Oh, God.
And now I'm getting shit for blaming her and putting too much on a child. Jesus. Am I expecting too much? On top of having to drop out of school temporarily and everything else I'm responsible for, including probably ending up her guardian, I now have to replace anything I didn't take to college with me and immediately scramble for housing. My only expectation of her was to not just effing vanish for 3 weeks. That was her only responsibility, and she just bailed. Her being a minor makes her actions worse, in my opinion, because it's not even legal for her to decide that she wants to live on her own now. She was legally required to stay there because our parents told her to. I don't think I'm required to pretend she was just an angel to talk about it. And edit, we have footage from a nearby security camera that proves she wasn't involved in the robbery.
Oh, wow. Suspecting the sister is part of the robbery. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I get, wow, talk about your lives just falling apart so
Jesus,
quickly.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole story.
Okay, so breaking
Boy,
it down.
yes.
So we have the mom who was thrown in jail for
Yes.
like some sort of embezzlement or some financial
Yeah.
crime. Parents are divorced. And then where was OP again?
OP was in college.
OP was
and
in college.
3
Away.
weeks until like break.
Right.
And so they all decided, and the dad was away as well.
Right.
And so they all decided that the best course of action was to leave the 17-year-old stepsister at the home alone. And then the stepsister decided to leave the house.
Where she went?
She went to her boyfriend's house.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a
defend the
little,
house.
I think, like, what would have happened if she was there? She was the only person there.
I feel like she probably would still get robbed. Now, people will see like, oh, are you like taking your mail in? And, like,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
the lights on? So
No,
people
no
do
one's
look
there.
for that and like can rob a house off that. But
But also, it's kind of unsafe to leave a 17-year-old girl alone in a house. For
yeah,
3 weeks.
I guess not a woman. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
I
a
would be like
17-year-old.
lit.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Like it. I mean, it feels.
Not lit in
Wait,
the situation,
yeah.
but like if it was a random thing,
Yeah,
like
oh,
John, you
yeah.
got to hold the house down. I'd be like,
Yeah. Like like I guess as a child it might be exciting, but I think as a
it's
even
not
older-
not
yeah.
safe.
it's
yeah.
not safe to leave.
Where
a
was? Do we know where the
17-year-old.
dad was?
Abroad? He's abroad.
Fly home.
Yeah, honestly, I just think it's a little. Yeah, I don't think you can leave a 17-year-old.
And
for
OP
3
was in
weeks.
college. I was left to watch my house alone for a week when I was 15. I think.
Right? Yeah, I think a week is not too bad. But like for
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
he's
definitely.
deployed. Sorry, he's deployed.
He's deployed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. That's a
Yeah,
little
come
bit
back.
harder. That's a
Yeah.
little. Hey, you know what, Riley? If you try hard enough, okay.
Yeah.
You're right. You
Yeah.
guess I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
I think
I got no
the
idea.
problem here is that the stepsister should have been like, "Hey, I'm not comfortable staying 3 weeks alone. I want to stay with someone."
Yeah.
And then maybe just having that communication could have helped a lot. Like I think I think it is a mistake to just not tell anyone where you went.
Yeah.
But also I don't think she should have been left alone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Cuz it's dangerous to
Agreed.
leave even as like an adult, I would not want to live on my own. Like as an adult woman living on it's dangerous.
Yeah. There's danger out there. There's
Yeah.
danger out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What do the comments have to say?
Yes.
Sam, says, I don't know how I don't know how your money counter is. Oh, but do you have to type it in within the parameters? The money counter is
It's broke,
being
dude.
it's broke.
It's broke.
It's broke.
We're gonna fix it next time, but
Yes.
it's broke. Sorry.
Yes, but thank you for asking. Sarah Batoff also back to shading small protein. Wait.
She wants to see the nip, dude.
Oh yeah, she wants a nip slip. Come on, guys, keep it PG.
Oh. Sierra says it would have been almost better if the boyfriend came to the house instead of her running to his place, which is a good point.
Yeah.
But the parents might not have been okay with him like staying alone with his girlfriend.
Yes.
They might have been like, we're more comfortable having her stay here with us.
I think probably they're like, since she went anyways,
Yes.
it would have been safer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the parents were probably like, no.
Yeah.
But then she just did that anyways.
Yeah.
Elle says, love having y'all post daily. Thank you for the $20 donation.
Yeah.
So generous. How much do you need to make 2-story posts a day? Love long videos. Riley, you're a catch. Heck yeah, he is. Never settle for less than your
Aw,
worth. That's
thanks.
right, King.
That means a lot
King.
right now.
Elle, I'll be honest with you. So, okay. We are trying very hard to post over an hour of content 7 days a week. That is currently what we're working on. for the next little bit here, we're going to be doing a ton of live streams because it's been going great. So we're going to rock it. It would take, we're actually launching new shows. That should really answer your question. It would take a Herculean effort to currently double the
Oh my
output
gosh.
that we're doing.
We're already recording so much.
Yeah, but we are actually launching 2 new shows. Sam, Welcome to the Neighborhood. Riley, OK Sports.
And I'm gunning for a gaming channel.
And Sophia's gunning for a gaming show. No, hey, listen, state your case, girl.
I'm gunning for it.
State it.
What was yours?
Oh, okay, Raps.
Yeah.
Hip hop show coming to you guys very soon, actually, maybe even next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Any other comments on the story here? Shauna said started babysitting at 14 years old, which means I was left alone. Riley, could you scroll up a bit for me? I was left alone in charge of other kids by 18. I was living on my own. So I don't know if did you have a similar situation?
Yeah. When I was I wouldn't say I was ever like living on my own for like when I was 18 for weeks on end, but yeah, like when I was 18 my parents left for like a week or something.
Yeah.
But I had people always checking, coming and like checking in if I needed anything. And I was babysitting since I was probably 12.
Yeah, I had babysitters that were. Now it's kind of like
it's so funny. I'm like I was a 12-year-old.
Wait, that's what I'm
taking
saying.
Care of children.
Yeah.
Wait, John, didn't you babysit one time?
Yes, I did. I got 5 stars on care.com.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's go.
5 stars. Check the record.
You know who else babysat? I did not know that like guys babysit and stuff like that. Anthony, one of our friends, he also babysat for a little bit.
Dude. The
I
sexy
will
one?
invite you,
The sexy one. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
I would have been like, you're beautiful.
It's only sexy men that I know that can babysit. So.
That's true.
No one. I mean, I have 3 younger brothers. That's the only babysitting I've done.
I only had one guy babysit me as a child. Like everyone else was girls, and I was so scared of him. But I think he was nice.
Wow.
I just couldn't relate.
Just throwing such shade. Guys, I was a great babysitter.
Yeah, no. There are a lot of great guys who are babysitters.
I just hated the one that I had.
My neighbor, and I think there were 2 other girls who were his sisters, and I just preferred them. So I think that was, that was the issue.
Sure. A likely story.
Yes, but I think someone else. Wait, can you scroll up a bit, Riley?
Who else did we have?
That wasn't what it was. Everyone's saying D&D.
True.
I've never DM'd before, and so
You'd kill.
It's so much like planning. I would really have to.
I think you should do it.
Plan.
I think you should do it, and then we'll live
I'm also
stream
not
it.
that good at math, but I'll figure that out.
That's okay. We'll have Riley sitting next to you, helping you out here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So currently, what are we at? It says 250.
Yeah, we got enough for one more story.
We got enough
400 words
for one more story.
One more story.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, what are we trying to get to?
So here's the deal.
Yes.
Here's the deal.
What's
We're
the
at
deal?
Riley. Can we look up the number?
So we are currently at 283.
283.
Sorry, I don't know how to do the thing on Facebook. I tried, but I don't know what we're on Facebook. But I think each star is 1 penny, and we had like around $4. So technically, 288.
288.
Yeah.
288. Guys, we need to get to 400 for another hour. We have T-minus 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
T-minus 10 minutes. Guys, if you want to throw a donation, great,
Yes.
and we'll hang out for another hour. If not, of course, we love you and no worries. But let's get in to this potentially
Juicy story. Oh.
juicy and final story.
Yeah.
This is
They're all juicy.
They're all
juicy.
juicy, but this one may or may not be the final story.
Oh goodness! And this is S7 or S8 big protein.
S8.
8. Thank
Also,
you very
I
much.
do have friends who are DMs, so I can broach the subject.
Aha, there we go. Let's get it started.
Yeah.
Like this story. Am I the a-hole for suing my aunt after she refused to pay back the $2,000 loan I loaned her? Are they the a-hole, Sophia?
No.
No?
Okay, if only if they didn't ask them before. They were like, hey, can you give me the 2,000?
Right.
And the aunt was like, no, I refuse. I'll never give it back. And then I'll be like, okay, yeah, sue her.
Then let's sue. Well, let's find out. This comes from one legend who says, to start this off, I, 20 male, and my aunt, 26 female, so we have an aunt that is six years older, close in age, live in different states. She went on maternity leave, and her job couldn't cover it like she thought. After one of our calls throughout the week, she was stressing on paying her bills and her credit getting hit by it. When she gave me a number on how much she needed to catch it back up, it was over $2,000.
Wow.
And I sent it over without hesitating.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool of you, OP.
Yeah.
I've loaned her money in the past, and she's always paid me back with no issues. My job at the time paid me extremely well, and my cost of living was down, so I had extra money to loan out. I moved closer to family, and all was good for about 2 months. I also love your gasps.
I try to keep it exciting.
Dude, it really adds to the pace. Just like Molly Thornton donating another $5. And can we do a charity live sometime?
We've been talking about this.
That is a fantastic idea, Molly Thornton. I absolutely love that. Let's do it. I'm saying that we're gonna do it.
Yeah, Sam and I have been actually speaking a lot about that. So
let's freaking go
in the future.
Thank you, Molly, for bringing that up. I'm so glad. Let's do that. I'm excited. Back to the story. I've loaned her money, my aunt, that is, in the past, and she has always paid me back with no issues. My job at the time paid me extremely well. 20 years old, out here getting it, and my cost of living was down, so I had the extra money to loan out. I moved closer to family, and all was good again for 2 months. I didn't expect a payment until after Thanksgiving and Christmas, since the holidays will hurt everyone's wallets. But I had a huge falling out with my entire family. Wow. March comes around, and I had to go to her job just to see what her plan was, since I had no way of communicating with her, so I wanted to follow up with her. She then says, what do you need the money for? Because your mom keeps saying you need it for other reasons. To which I respond, it doesn't matter what I need it for. My money, it's my money. So there you go. She proceeds to say I was harassing her at work, so I leave. I told her if I didn't get anything that I would take her to court. So she said for me to take her to court, but I gave her 2 more months to do the right thing.
Okay.
So now we're 4 months out.
I was going to say, if he didn't give her any time, but he did. So.
Yeah. I finally got the paperwork to file a small claim against her, and the judge awarded me the money she owed plus the court costs. So that's $2,000 plus the legal fees.
Oh, wow.
Basically. Yoinks. This was at the end of May. She told the judge that she was planning to make a payment the following month, so I waited. October rolled around, and I still hadn't received a single payment. So I garnished her checks, meaning he got a court-ordered cut of her checks as they came in.
Thank you. I did not know what that meant.
Got you. Garnished the checks for the highest amount I legally could for each pay period. My family thinks I shouldn't have sued her and handled it like adults, but the way I see it, she is 6 years older and she has been acting childish. So, am I the a-hole here? And we do have a comment to close this out, but everyone in the comments below, please say a-hole or not. Let us know. We're going to discuss. Tell us your reasons why.
Yeah. Yay
Sophia.
or nay, a-hole.
Yay or nay, a-hole. Sophia and Riley. Sophia first.
Not the a-hole.
Yeah.
I think OP gave the aunt a sufficient enough time to pay him back or pay them back, and warned them that they were going to sue them. And so at that point, I think you can't. It's on the aunt.
What's the cutoff point for taking legal action? What's the lowest amount
of money?
What's the lowest amount? Yeah. Is it 1,000? Is 1,000 worth going to small claims court? Where?
Yeah.
1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what? 900?
Yeah.
800?
Yeah.
500?
Yeah.
400?
No.
Okay. So 400. Yeah. I would say anything
Probably
below
400,
1,000 or maybe below 800 or so.
Yeah.
Might not be worth it.
Yeah.
But not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
Yeah.
Lucy Smith agrees, not the a-hole. Nicole Anderson also agrees, not the a-hole. Chris Lee says, not the a-hole. She's the one that didn't handle it like an adult, which I guess is true. I mean, she was like, what was her initial response? Like, I'm not
What do you
gonna pay.
what do you need this money for?
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to bring up. I'm actually interested because he said he had a falling out with his family, and then only after that was she hesitant to give him any money, because he said before she had always paid off the loans.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what did the family tell her that OP was doing? Like, what were they like saying? Oh, you know, he's doing drugs and blah, blah, blah. And so she was like, I don't want to give any money. So I'm just like kind of wondering what that fallout was, because I feel like that might have influenced her to not give back the money.
Yeah, I think you're right. Or did OP do something? It's crazy how like turn of the hat the family went. And we, ladies and gentlemen, we have what, 3 more minutes, Riley?
Yeah.
We have 3 more minutes to get. We're like 290 out of 400 or so. So
Wait,
guys,
290 or 390?
288.40 plus, but like 292.
292. We are at 292 out of 400. So if if someone comes in and just in the 11th hour clinches
Like,
then we'll keep going. But I'm glad we got our second hour, and it's been a thrill.
And we will record so quickly,
guys. We're gonna be coming back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Add $1. Yeah, 290.
Yeah, it's 292 from Facebook. I added.
There we go.
I got you, April.
Yeah,
I got you.
We got you, girl. Thanks, April, for coming in from Facebook. There was a additional comment from Crafton. Great handle. Not the a-hole. You did handle it as an adult.
Yes.
After having talked to her with no avail, you took her to court, and you are getting your money this way.
Yeah.
Of course you must have to get your money back. All the money that is lent on the understanding that it eventually will be paid back, most of the time with interest. That is on the basis of all modern banking. On that note, the next time your aunt or anyone else in your family is strapped for cash and comes to you, tell them to get any future loans from a bank, as your bank has been shut down. Yeah, sound effects out here, live and direct. Yeah.
What's the sound of the bank closing?
Do we think that's a good idea? Stop all loans?
Yeah.
Loans are so tricky.
Or make a contract out of them.
Contract.
Yeah. Be like, if it's over a certain amount, be like, hey, you got to pay me back. Sign your name, or I'm not loaning you money.
That's true. Yeah. I think unless we get
10 seconds.
10 seconds, 100 guys, 110 in the next 10 seconds. Oh my God, we got to take a 1, take a 2, take a 3. Do we got anybody? Jessica Myers, Irish Gigs, Absolute Melancholy, anybody?
I'm gonna make his day it.
Oh my gosh, guys, we're getting close to closing out, but
Not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
No, they handled it as an adult, and it kind of
Yes.
sucks that like the aunt took advantage of them like this and
Yes.
was like, I hate the little thing where it's like, I'll bring your mother into this. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
They're both like roughly the same. 26 and 20 are different, but you know, it's close to it. Roma tried to donate, but China doesn't allow it. It's Roma just trying to cross international borders over here to help us out.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been Riley. Get your face on here.
Oh,
Get your
there
face
I
on
am.
here. Guys,
Riley.
it has been an absolute joy.
It's been a blast and a half.
A blast and a half to spend this time with you. We will be back. If you love us, please make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And